opinions and perspectives shared by our guests and debaters on Paradigm Shift TV, 314, and the Versus series are their own. They do not necessarily represent the views of the platform. We support open dialogue and critical thought, but encourage viewers to think for themselves.
It's your brother DMG the Poet. Y'all know what it is. Before we get into our spiel, I got to do my spiel. Let me say God bless to all my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. I want to say Shalom or Shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. I want to say Assalamu Alaikum to all my brothers and sisters in the NOI. I want to say Islam to all my Moorish brothers and sisters. I want to say peace to all my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. I want to say what's up to all my Rasta brothers and sisters. Salute to all my atheist brothers and sisters. What's up to all my Abo brothers and sisters. Big what up to all my Naga brothers and sisters. Last and certainly not least, I want to say Jambo to all the rest of my brothers and sisters all throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. It's because if you black, I'm with you. And I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can have unity without uniformity. And guess what, family? As hard as it may be, we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, family, let's get into it.
The following music is performed by the Musical Messiah, aka the most dangerous Bible believer. Please be advised by how hard it hits.
In my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, 'cause if you do it, you gon' have to prove it. You gon' lose it, nigga. Living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You might know that neo-love, but neo-love or any above. Switching lanes in the turning lane. Old school, no roof above. Carpool, no room for her. Bitch, you cartoons, we gets it up. We check the sources, you listen to voices. You are not living like us. You say you creeping in houses and all of the monsters is living in fearing of us. Pussy, we are not monsters and we are not pouncing and we are not giving a fuck. We up the score on you niggas. We done outgrown out you niggas. Nigga, yeah. With DM the G, Craig and the Craig and nobody. They saying Judah the Nash, but he be trash. Bring me the bag. Why the fuck would you brag? No, you ain't living that bad. You are not rad. I take your choices and put them inside of a bag. Smoke them like hash. Then dump out the ash and now the pussy on the crash. You don't wanna have to do it, 'cause if you do it, you gon' have to prove it. You gon' lose it, nigga. Living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. You don't wanna have to do it, 'cause if you do it, you gon' have to prove it. You gon' lose it, nigga. Living life in my paradigm, shifting time from one state of mind. Something like the truth is, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on O&E. from one state of mind. Something like the truest, yes sir, I can prove it. Go ahead, bring the hallelujah to you. Back up on the beat, back up on the sweet. Pack up all who speak, that on.
We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, Paradigm Shift is back. We got another new show for y'all. We calling this thing Source and Slide. And today's initial guest for the Source and Slide show, that's a show where we do presentations, open it up for the panel to come in and talk about what was presented, etc. The first person to come in under this new show on Paradigm Shift TV, presented by the Versus series, is none other than a gentleman called Lucifer Lightbearer or Lightbringer. I don't even want to play with the man's name. So if I messed it up, brother, I apologize. But we got Lucifer in the building. But like I said in the previous show, for those who don't know, St. Louis got ravished by a tornado. Me, my queen, and the kids went down, handed out water, food, toiletries, sanitary information, etc. Not sanitary information, but sanitary supplies for men and women, stuff like that. Household stuff, cleaning stuff, all that good stuff. Antibacterial wipes, flushable wipes, all that stuff. Flashlights. A lot of people without electricity. A lot of people, homes are completely gone. A lot of people, like especially elderly people, deciding to just stay in their crib because they're afraid if they leave because of the devastation, people might run in and take their valuables. So we definitely tried to stock them up for a few days. They do have stations where they're giving away stuff, but when you know, in this position that these elders in, you need somebody to come to you because they can't walk to that corner where people was giving away stuff. So shout out to everybody down in the city that's volunteering. Community really did come together, boarding up homes and things of that nature. I bring that up to say, if you have it, hit that cash out. I can give you my PayPal, Zelle information. We will be donating some of whatever we get for that purpose, and we will be buying more products to go give away so we can make sure the people at least have something to sustain them. They said the electricity will probably be back on Wednesday and Thursday. So shout out and salute to everybody down there helping. Shout out to the people who dealing with the things in their home. And shout out to whoever find it in their heart to donate so we can make sure we get as much stuff as we possibly can down there. And with that being said, we have Lucifer, the devil, in the building. Brother, introduce yourself to the Paradigm Shift TV 314 audience.
Yeah, man, it's Lucifer, the light bearer, Hashatan, the great devil, the great Hashatan, the adversary, the Black Hebrew Israelites, the adversary, the Afrocentrics. I'm trying to take everything out. But tonight we're going to be dealing with Marcus Garvey, the founder of the UNIA. So I'm ready to have some fun, man. I'm ready to bring this information out. I'm ready for the panel to open up. I know it's going to be a lot of people watching that want to, tune in and chime in on the conversation, because a lot of y'all look at Marcus Garvey like y'all Messiah, man. We're gonna nail your Messiah to the cross tonight. I promise you that. Lucifer, Hashatan, big YAP to the death of me. Barbaric shit, nigga. Let's go.
All right. So, hey, with that being said, listen, I don't hit this all the time, but I gotta hit it for this one. It's not often that you get devil on your platform. So, and he talking about a sensitive subject for a lot of people. Shout out to the undefeated Undisputed Versus Series champion, Pan-Demus, who happens to be a Pan-African atheist. Somebody tell Pan the devil is about to talk about his God, or the closest thing he probably is to it. That being said, I got to hit this button. I don't know. You going to be sharing your screen, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right, get your joint pulled up, and while he getting his joint pulled up, I gotta play this because I'm a little shook right now. But let me play this right quick.
The opinions and perspectives shared by our guests and debaters on Paradigm Shift TV 314 and the Versus series are their own. They do not necessarily represent the views of the platform. We support open dialogue and critical thought, but encourage viewers to think for themselves.
Hey, I hope y'all understood, because I'm a little afraid right now. The brother's screen is sharing. Hey, I don't know what to expect, but the views and opinions of the guest of Paradigm Shift are not necessarily the views and opinions of Paradigm Shift TV 314 and the Versus series. Devil, it is all yours.
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Look, man. Marcus Garvey, an advocate for the KKK. Now, I know a lot of people been pushing a bullshit narrative about Marcus Garvey as if he's the messiah of black people, his Black Starship line, and all that other stuff. But what they will not tell you is that he made alliances with the Klan. He was with the murderous white gang-banging group that hated black people, killed them, hanged them, set their churches on fire, and put crosses in their yard and burnt them. These are the people that he aligned with and said that he had more in common with them and they were better friends to him. That's what we're going to get into today. That's advocacy for the Klan, man. That's who y'all worship. And all you Pan-Africans out there that revere Marcus Garvey, the UNIA, you guys reverence a dickhead, right? Marcus Garvey. He's a scumbag. Let's go, man. This man was clearly an advocate for the KKK. Clearly. And we're going to demonstrate, explicate that. And my name's Lucifer, so I'm going to elucidate that. I'm going to make it clear. I'm going to bring you out of darkness and bring you into the light. Marcus Garvey and a KKK liaison. Marcus Garvey, while a prominent figure in the Black nationalist movement, expressed controversial views that included a degree of alignment with white supremacists, groups such as the Ku Klux Klan. At various points, he referred to members of the Klan as friends. Friends. He's calling murderous people that killed and hunted down black people because of the color of their skin in a false dichotomy known as eugenics and racial hierarchy and racial purity. He called those guys friends. Think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. At various points, he referred to members of the Klan as friends, citing what he perceived as shared objectives regarding racial separatism. Over time, Garvey appeared to identify more ideological commonalities with segregationists, white groups, than with other contemporary African-American leaders and organizations advocating for racial integration and civil rights. So he was at odds with the other leaders of the African-American community at that time. He was at odds with them, but he was in bed with the Ku Klux Klan. Let's not play with this, man. What is an advocate? A person who publicly supports or recommends a particular cause or policy. And we absolutely can show and demonstrate that he did do this. So he is definitely an advocate for the Ku Klux Klan. What is a liaison? A liaison is a communication or cooperation with that which facilitates a close working relationship between people or organizations. We're going to show tonight that this man was working with these people closely, going to their rallies, sent his wife to one of their rallies to represent him while he was locked up, getting sent funds and money by these white supremacists, openly supporting their literature, selling their literature in his camps throughout the Americas, sold 30,000 copies of one of the most racist doctrines, most racist books written in the history of America, known as white America. He sold it, represented it, promoted it, and promulgated it. This is an advocate for the Klan. Garvey compared the UNIA to the KKK. The attitude of the Universal Negro Improvement Association is in a way similar to the Ku Klux Klan. These are Garvey's words. These are Garvey's words. The attitude, this is what he said, of the Universal Negro Improvement Association is in a way similar to the Ku Klux Klan. Whilst the Ku Klux Klan desires to make America absolutely a white man's country, the Universal Negro Improvement Association wants to make Africa absolutely a black man's country. And there's a source on the bottom, Kathy Burgin, African-American Anti-Colonial Thought, 1917 to 1937, page 221. Garvey regarded the Klan as better friends. These are Garvey's words. This is what he said. This is what's documented with Garvey. So y'all worshiping this guy that was in bed with the Klan, man. He agreed with the Klan. Garvey also tried to engage with the Ku Klux Klan and other white supremacists, believing they would support his intent to create a separate nation for black people. Garvey's remarks were extremely provocative and included thanking white people for Jim Crow laws. So I just want y'all to just think about this, man. Y'all really be taking bastards of the community and painting them in gold and giving them a purple fucking robe, making these people look like Jesus Christ figures when they're scum. They're absolute scum. How you gonna thank white people for Jim Crow laws when those laws were one of the main impetus to disenfranchise many of the black people in the South, keeping them out of job sectors, keeping them uneducated, keeping them out of politics. And you're thanking white people for that. Think about that. This is the type of man y'all worship. It says here, and included thanking white people for Jim Crow laws, once saying, I regard the Klan, the Anglo-Saxon clubs, and white American societies, as far as the Negro is concerned, as better friends. This is his words, as better friends. Better friend. Why would you even use this type of phraseology? Why would you even use this type of language to describe a murderous group that made a living off of the backs of black people by killing them, hunting them down, hanging them, flogging them? Why would you even use this type of, come on, man, stop playing with me. As better friends of the race than all other groups of hypocritical whites put together. So the other whites that were helping with civil rights endeavors, part of NAACP, Calvin Coolidge being one saying that the rights of the Negro are as sacred as any other American. Fuck them. That just represent these motherfuckers hanging your ass. Yeah. Let me get in bed with them. Let me side with them. This is the lunacy of Marcus Garvey, the UNIA, and Pan-Africanism. This is the lunacy. It says here.
Brother,
go ahead.
I'm gonna step away for a second, but keep going.
All right. I got this. All right. So it says every white man is a Klansman as far as the Negro in competition with whites socially, economically, and politically is concerned, and there is no use lying, close quote. Because of this, many rejected his ideas and opted for Du Bois' integrated approach in promoting civil rights. And the source is the radical and controversial orator of civil rights, Marcus Garvey, August 17, 2016. The author, Ashe Legacy, and that's coming from UCLA. Du Bois slams Garvey in his BAN. We all know what BAN is. I don't know if they want me to say it. His BAN mannerisms circa 1920. It is a little difficult to characterize the man Garvey. He has been charged with dishonesty and graft, but he seems to me essentially an honest and sincere man with a tremendous vision, great dynamic force, stubborn determination, and unselfish desire to serve. But also, here's the but. Also, he has a very serious defects of temperament and training. He is dictatorial, domineering, and inordinately vain and very suspicious. He cannot get on with his fellow workers. His entourage has continually changed. He has had endless lawsuits, in some cases of fisticuffs. So he was fighting niggas. Layman's term, he was getting the fights with his cohorts. He has some cases of fisticuffs with his subordinates and has even divorced the young wife whom he married with great fanfare of trumpets about a year ago. All these things militate against him and his reputation. But again, y'all want to take this scumbag, prop him up as something that he wasn't. See, y'all don't mention this. All you guys on Sinetta TV, everybody, Cyrus, Susan Seti, everybody that venerates this man's name, y'all don't mention this part of history. Why? Why? Because you're trying to sell bullshit to us. Don't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. And that's what y'all been doing with this guy. He was a cult leader. He was a demagogue. And he was for the hurt of black people, not the progress of black people. Trying to join them with a murderous, racist, white supremacist clan known as the Ku Klux Klan. And this is from the same source we read earlier, African-American Anti-Colonial Thought, page number 188 to 189. Now, the following quotes come from the Messenger circa December 1922. And within this publication, they had a segment called A Symposium on Garvey by Negro Leaders. Same source. KKK sent threats to Philip Randolph for attacking Garvey's ideological position. So not only that he's in bed with these guys, they're fighting his battles. They're sending threats to other Negro leaders that, hey, stop talking about my nigger, Marcus Garvey. That's my nigger. He's representing us. Stop talking about him. If you don't, something gonna happen to you. So let's read what they did. On behalf of Marcus Garvey, it says here, the letter sent was as follows. Dear sir, no doubt the sending of a human hand, they sent a human hand to this man by the Ku Klux Klan. A. Philip Randolph, leader in the fight against Marcus Garvey, directed him to cease his attacks in his Messenger magazine. So to try to threaten and punk this man to stop talking about Marcus Garvey, the Klan sent him a human hand. Basically saying, hey, if you don't stop doing this, we're going to fuck you up. In layman's terms, right? It says, in his Messenger magazine, immediately become a paid up member of the Garvey machine, has brought forcefully to your attention the fight of the Friends of Negro Freedom has been waging against the Garvey menace since last July. So yes, the man had the KKK backing him to the point where they were sending human hand. They sent a human hand, not once, but twice. We're going to read where it happened again to Philip Randolph, which is an African-American civil rights leader at this time, right? An advocate. This is the type of men that he aligned himself with. Same source, page number 225. Philip Randolph right here. Just a quick history lesson on him. A. Philip Randolph, 1889 to 1979, was an American labor unionist and civil rights activist. In 1925, he organized and led the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters, the first successful African-American-led labor union. The source right there is from Wiki. His photo is on the right. This is the man that received a goddamn death threat by the KKK on behalf of Marcus Garvey. But you won't let nobody say shit about Marcus Garvey. But he can have the KKK threaten other brothers. But if I say something about him, you coon. And let's talk about that damn coon word. Where that come from? That's a racial slur for what? White racists, white supremacists. The KKK would utilize that term. So whose side you really on? Garvey was a low-down scam artist and a KKK advocate. Associated in this campaign are Chandler Owen, co-editor of The Messenger, Robert Bagnall, director of branches of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and Professor William Pickens, field secretary of the NAACP. The Friends are fighting Garvey because of his non-resistant policy toward the Ku Klux Klan and because of his flagrant squandering of funds in his Black Star Line and other fantastic schemes. Y'all love bringing up the Black Star Line, economic freedom. Man, he was robbing people, man. That's what was going on. He was using gullible blacks and robbing them of their money, selling them a damn dream and a scheme. That's what was going on. We do the history on that. This particular presentation is not going to go into that in detail, but you can do your research on that. Anyway, same source, page number 225. The 5 facts that reveals the true nature and character of Marcus Garvey. Fact number 1. Last June, Marcus Garvey held a secret conference. Remember, this is written in 1920. This is published in 1922, December 1922. So they're discussing something that happened in 1921. Last June, Marcus Garvey held a secret conference with the acting imperial wizard Edward Young Clark of the Ku Klux Klan in Atlanta, Georgia. He has never made public that interview, although he promised to do so. Number 2, shortly after the interview, Garvey made a speech at New Orleans in which was this statement: "This is a white man's country. He found it. He conquered it. And we can't blame him if he wants to keep it." This is Garvey saying this. This is Garvey. Like, so to hell with all of our ancestors that died, that fought, that were activists. To hell with them. The white man got it, it's theirs. We supposed to just lay down and take it and let them kick us out the damn country. That's basically what he was saying. This is the lunacy of this damn man named Marcus Garvey, the same man that claimed that he's the inventor of fascism and Mussolini got fascism from him. All this weird shit that's tied to his name, but none of y'all so-called black scholars and Afrocentric scholars brought none of this stuff up. I ain't never seen y'all bring this up. I ain't never seen y'all read none of this. Y'all too busy dick riding instead of educating people. That's why I take Lucifer, the great Satan, the adversary of all you niggas, to come out and bring you niggas to the light, drag you niggas to the light like a Catholic, nigga. Like a Catholic dragging a Moor into Christianity. Exactly. Let's go. Anyway, it reads on to say, this is all Marcus Garvey's word. This is a quote from him. "This is a white man's country. He found it, he conquered it, and we can't blame him if he wants to keep it. I am not vexed with the white man of the South for Jim Crowing me." See, he's not upset that the white man in the South came up with Jim Crow law. He's not upset about that. He says, "I am not upset, or I'm not vexed by the white man of the South for Jim Crowing me because I am black," close quote. "I never built any streetcars or railroads. The white man built them for his own convenience. And if I don't want to ride where he's willing to let me ride, then I better walk." This your king? This is your king? The man said, if the white man tell me I can't ride on his train carts, I can't use public transportation, I should just walk, because at the end of the day, it's his land. That's how he was thinking. He had submitted himself to white supremacy, completely submitted himself to white supremacy and mirrored it. He wanted to bring that to Africa. He wanted to become a dictator in Africa, the whole goddamn continent, and bring fascism over there. None of you motherfuckers came on here and did a show about this that praised the UNIA and Pan-African thought. None of y'all. Y'all a bunch of goofies, and I will debate any one of y'all. It says on September 5th, A. Philip Randolph received through the mails a human hand accompanied by a letter signed by the Klan saying he had better be a paid-up member in the Garvey organization. Open quote, "Your Nigger Improvement Association," close quote. And they gave him a time frame. It says right here, within a week. They gave him a week to do so. Again, reiterating the murder, the death threat that Philip received on behalf of their ally, Marcus Garvey. A second letter came on September 12, postmarked New Orleans, from which the first was postmarked again. So he got it twice, not just once. He got threatened by the Klan twice on behalf of Marcus Garvey. Why? Because the Klan and Marcus Garvey was seeing eye to eye at this point. They believed in the same thing. They both believed in racial purity. Marcus Garvey had ideas against mulattoes and mixed people when he himself is a descendant of a mulatto, which is the crazy and paradoxical thing. We're going to get into that a little later. Same source, page 226. J.B. Bass, fellow Black American polemic against Garvey in his advocacy of the KKK. So J.B. Bass, editor of the Californian Eagle, Los Angeles, to question number 1, I should say not, to question number 2, yes to remarks. So they basically had a questionnaire, and I believe the last question was, should Marcus Garvey be deported? And many of these people believe that he should have, because he created a lot of harm, and he sowed a lot of seeds of dissension amongst people based on the whole race thing, right? That he got and learned from racist white people, right? It says here, "I must heartily approve for the gallant fight which you are making against the pernicious propaganda of Garvey. The straw that broke the camel's back was his assimilation of the Ku Klux Klan." Now, these are the people that are contemporaneous to Garvey, and this is what they're saying about him and his entanglement with the Klan and his involvement with the Klan. Remember, I just read to you, death threats was made, He went with the damn Grand Wizard and had a meeting with him, right? Had a meet and greet with him. So again, the straw that broke the camel's back was his assimilation of the Ku Klux Klan. He has become a menace to the future progress of the Negro race. Same source, page 230. And again, this is from The Messenger, 1922. Let's get it. This is Joseph B. Bass to the right. This is the only picture I could find of him. 1863 to 1934. Joseph Bass was born on this date in 1863. He was a black teacher, businessman, and newspaper editor. From Jefferson City, Missouri, Joseph Blackburn Bass taught school for 7 years when in 1894, William Pope, editor of the Topeka Call, offered him the job of a newspaper man. 1896, Pope died, and Joseph Bass became owner, publisher, and editor. In 1898, Nick Childs purchased the newspaper and changed the name to the Topeka Plain Dealer. J.B. Bass worked as Chile's associate until 1905 when he moved to Helena, Montana, to establish the Montana Plain Dealer. So he was publishing papers, and he wrote that piece about Garvey. Garvey lambasted for his chicanery and dealings with the worst sect of white Americans, Ku Klux Klan. Thomas W. Talley, professor of chemistry and biology, Fisk University, Nashville, Tennessee. Garvey, the Garvey type who freely pour their oil of vitriol on men of one color while they pat the man on another color on the back until they can empty their pockets. So basically, he's referencing that he's cozying up with white racist supremacists, right? That are actively killing people. We're not talking about people that just claim to be KKK, just to be it. We're talking about people that are actively hunting down black people, hanging them, killing them, and beating them, and burning their churches right now. We're in the 20s. Let's not be coy about this. This is the 20s. This is when they were active. What are we doing? But again, you guys still prop this man up to this day. You probably got his picture hanging in your wall next to Jesus or some shit, some crazy shit like that. It says here, and then when they have emptied the pockets of these, wantonly appeal to the worst and those whom they have once abused with the hope of somehow reaping a new rich harvest through their chicanery. Now we're going to talk about that word chicanery, same source right here, 232. And this is why he dealt with the KKK. Chicanery definition: the use of trickery to achieve a political, financial, or legal purpose. And Garvey is guilty of all three. Because he wanted to be a damn dictator in Africa. He was getting financed and funded, right? This is exactly, this word right here is apropos to who we call Marcus Garvey. This applies. So this is Thomas W. Talley. Thomas Washington Talley, 1868 to 1952, was a chemistry professor at Fisk University and collector of African American folk songs. And the source for this picture in that quote is from Wiki. Exploitation of the ignorant, a la Garveyism. Hence, it was no difficult task for anyone sufficiently unscrupulous, reckless of the fact and truth, deft in the misrepresentation of sound measures, and honest, intelligent leaders possessed with upon the instinct of race loyalty to capture the ignorant and uninitiated among the Negroes everywhere. Such is the reason for the rise of Garveyism. And what this echoes today is all of the damn doctrines that we got that sprung out of this period, right? NOI, Black Hebrew Israelism, Afrocentrism, all of it has some kind of identitarian element. This instinct, the instinct of race loyalty, where did that come from? Racial purity, eugenics. That's where that comes from, right? All of these things. And who is usually the victim of these doctrines? The ignorant and the uninitiated among Negroes everywhere. Still apply. And this man right here tells you, such is the reason for the rise of Garveyism. And that could just be plugging any damn coat that we have today, and the same thing is going to persist amongst the Black community. Same source, page 237. Let me go back. So Garvey, the demagogue of Pan-Africanism. Any thoughtful person who reads the Garvey utterances will instantly realize that the man is a typical demagogue, ready and willing to say, well, nigh anything, at any time in order to achieve a moiety of advantage. Sensational statements and posing as a martyr are his stock and trade. All demagogues dig up some illusory, impossible, visionary, unattainable goal to be purveyed up to the lambs upon the plate of 100% fetishism, whether national, racial, or religious, such as Negro first. Y'all love saying that. Back to Africa. Y'all love saying that. The purity of Nordicism and 100% Americanism. So he's putting it all together. It's all the same shit, whether it's white or black. Whether it's white or black, there's semblance there because it's the same ideology. Marcus Garvey learned it from racist whites and fed it to Negroes. He fed it to the other blacks around him, the contemporaneous blacks. Just flipped and reversed it. Uno reversed the whole doctrine. It says here, in it will be seen that every aspect of the movement partakes of the demagogic character of the self-elected savior of the so-called 400 million Negroes in the world. Same source, page 237, 238. So what is a demagogue? A political leader who seeks support by appealing to the desires and prejudices of ordinary people rather than by using rational argument. And nothing that Marcus Garvey provided, I ain't gonna say nothing. Most of what it was not rational argument. It was this demagogue shit. Pointing out the absurdity of Garveyism. This is Harry H. Pace, president of Pace Phonograph Corporation in New York City. Replying to your inquiry concerning Marcus Garvey, I beg to advise that I do not think the Garvey policy is the correct one for either the American Negro or any other kind of Negro. Mr. Garvey took advantage of the unrest among Negroes immediately following the World War, and when they, like every other people, were clamoring for new ideas and new things, he had enough semblance of substance in his doctrine to make them appeal to the unthinking. But everybody knows how foolish it is to think of any Back to Africa movement. The whole scheme of African empire is absurd and is merely a romantic ideal with which to separate fools from their money. And that's all it was a goddamn money grab. Like we see today, polite with the 3 streams of income and financial freedom. Oh, send me $1,000 and I'll build you a trust. And y'all fell for it. It's the same shit. All these grandiose ideas and dreams of grandeur, they selling y'all. And then what happens? You open up your pocketbook and you give it to these damn snakes and these damn scumbags, but they want to talk about Peter Popoff and his scheme through the church, but they want to talk about what these black leaders do and these Afrocentric leaders do all the time to milk ignorant people of their money, selling them dreams, pimping them for dreams. That's all this was about, man. Money and power. It goes on to read, Garvey has linked idealism with commercialism and has failed in both things. He had a fine chance to be a huge commercial success had he continued his business as a business proposition instead of as a financial scheme. With the organization and with the start that he had, he ought to have been a tremendous factor for good in the race. Same source, page 227. That's Harry Pace to the right. Oh, wow, that's a white man. Oh, that's a white man. Okay. He does descend, and I put a side note here. His grandfather was an ex-slave and a son of a slave master. So he literally descends from a European man. Same thing applies to Marcus Garvey. So if I hear anybody in the comments say anything about this man's race or whatever, or where he descends from, you're going to have to apply that to Marcus Garvey, and we're going to get into that a little later. So Harry Herbert Pace, 1884 to 1943, was an American music publisher and insurance executive. He was the founder of Black Swan Records, the first record label owned by an African-American with wide distribution capabilities. And that was the man we just read his quotation. He pretty much was slamming Marcus Garvey on his damn schemes, selling people these damn dreams and taking their money from them. Garvey supported a race policy that mirrors the interests of white supremacists. So all of this is going in full circle. Everything he's doing, he's scheming on black people, taking their money from them. He's having meetings with the grand wizard of the KKK. The KKK is sending threats to other brothers that are having anything negative to say about him. Come on, man. This your king, bro. This your king. Kelly Miller, Dean of the Junior College, Howard University, Washington, D.C. It says the redemption of Africa through the Negro Initiative and genius is worth the strivings of the race for the next 5,000 years. While Garvey did not originate this idea, he has given it expression and emphasized beyond all others. It is difficult to disentangle the good from the evil of the Garvey propaganda. Again, these are his contemporaries. This is what they're saying about him. Okay? Give a damn about no motherfucker in 2025 talking about, oh, how great this man was. What did the people say that were around him, that was living during his time, witnessing it as it unfolded? Again, it says, it is difficult to disentangle the good from the evil of the Garvey propaganda insofar as it stimulates Negro initiative and self-realization. Good. Insofar as impossible hopes may mislead the simple, which is bad. The movement lacks the practicality and freedom from the taint of suspicion to warrant adoption in its present form as a race policy. And where does he get this race policy from? Where does he get racial purity from? Did black people invent that? Does that come from the continent of Africa? Does that come from the Congo? Does that come from Gabon, the Ivory Coast, Senegal? Does any of these ideas originate on the continent of Africa? No, they don't. They come from white supremacists. Eugenics, racial purity, racial hierarchy, all those things come from white supremacists. And I debate anybody in here on that, man. Anybody. Page 233 is where we see that quote. So here, we're really about to nail this, man, to the cross, man. Virginia's racist trio supports Marcus Garvey. I'll read that. Maybe I didn't get that. Virginia's racist trio supports Marcus Garvey. The first one is Ernest Cox, which is a eugenist, a race science. Walker Plecker, the state registrar of Virginia, which is famous for stripping Indians of their land rights and their claims for any damn thing in Virginia, because he said they had a Negro strand or one drop rule. That's where that comes from. Y'all love bringing that one drop rule up. One drop of rule, one drop of black blood makes you a Negro or makes you black. That comes from these racist assholes that was buddied up and in bed with Marcus Garvey. John Powell, a pianist that supported the Anglo-Saxon Club founder Ernest Cox. So let's talk about Ernest Cox, who supported Garvey. Cox wrote an open letter read at the UNIA meeting. Why are open racist? Now, this man is the author of the book White America, by the way, which is a very, very anti-black book. Very anti-black book. But he's writing an open letter that was read at a UNIA meeting. And it doesn't stop there. He dedicated his booklet, Let My People Go, in 1925 to Garvey. He dedicated a whole work to Marcus Garvey. Why? Because Marcus Garvey was a damn KKK advocate. That's why. EncyclopediaVirginia.org. Ernest Sevier Cox, 1880, 1966. Here's an image of him right there. He's the ally of Garvey. So Ernest Sevier Cox was a committed white supremacist who advocated on behalf of anti-miscegenation laws, and in 1922 co-founded with the composer John Powell the Anglo-Saxon Club of America, a Richmond-based nationwide organization devoted to maintaining a strict separation of the races. In 1923, Cox published White America, a book that described his travels in Africa and argues that race mixing will result in the collapse of white civilization. He also wrote extensively on eugenics, a now discredited scientific movement aimed at proving the superiority of the white race. Now, how the hell, real quick, this is me talking, not the paper. How the hell do you find commonplace with someone like this? How? But this is your savior. This is your Messiah. Marcus Garvey, your Messiah, though. You repping Marcus Garvey, and he is friends with these motherfuckers. But you pro-black and all this other shit. Together with composer Powell and Virginia State Registrar Walter Plecker, Cox played an influential role in lobbying the Virginia General Assembly to pass the Racial Integrity Act of 1924. Another word for this is the one-drop rule, a strict anti-miscegenation law, and later the Massenburg Bill, which banned racial mixing in all public places. In 1924, Cox formed an unlikely alliance with the who? Black nationalist Marcus Garvey, based on their shared belief that the only way to save the races was for the African Americans to relocate to Africa. Cox retired from the real estate business in 1958 and died in Richmond in 1966. These are his allies. Walter Plecker, an ally of Garvey. Walter Ashby Plecker. Walter Ashby Plecker was a physician and the first Virginia State Registrar of Vital Statistics, a position he served in from 1912 to 1946. He was a staunch promoter of eugenics, a discredited movement aimed at scientifically proving white racial superiority and thereby justifying the marginalization of non-white people. How do you agree with somebody like this? How? How? Employing Virginia's act to preserve racial integrity, again, the one-drop rule, Plecker effectively separated Virginia citizens into two simplified racial categories, white and colored. The law, which remained in effect until 1967 when it was overturned by the United States Supreme Court in the case of Loving versus Virginia, required that a racial description of every person be recorded at birth while criminalizing marriages between whites and non-whites. Plecker's policy used deceptive scientific evidence to deem blacks as a lesser class of human beings. Now, this is your man's pots and pans. This is your man 50 grand. This is what your boy was doing. He was hanging out with these guys. Again, and this was his ideology and belief. And he's selling their material at his camps. He's selling their material, their books. They're writing books dedicated to him. And this is the ideology they're teaching. Plecker's policies use deceptive scientific evidence to deem blacks a lesser class of human beings, but they also targeted poor whites and anyone he or other eugenicists considered feeble-minded, asserting that Virginia Indians were in fact mixed-blooded Negroes. Plecker also pressured state agencies into reclassifying Indians as colored. The policy's legacy was effectively to erase Indian as an identity and has made it difficult for Virginia Indians to gain state and federal recognition. That's all the works of this guy right here. Walker Plecker supported Garvey, together with John Paul, a renowned pianist from Richmond who founded the Anglo-Saxon Clubs of America. Remember, we read about that. That's a white supremacist club. And Ernest Cox, another white supremacist and author of White America, Plecker successfully advocated for the Virginia General Assembly to pass the Racial Integrity Act 1924. So this is your boy right here. John Powell, a Richmond-born composer and pianist, clutches an American flag in his news service photograph from 1920. 2 years later, he and Ernest Service Cox, a self-styled ethnologist, organized the Anglo-Saxon Clubs of America, which were committed to maintaining the purity of the white race. These are the friends of Garvey. Friends, how many of us have them? These are his friends. These are his friends. This is who he clicked up with. And again, just to recapitulate, the Anglo-Saxon Club of America is a white supremacist political organization. This is who your boy sided with. So the following sources, the page numbers are not going to be on the sources, but it's between 98 and 101. And the source is that The Blood Stay Pure by Erica L. Coleman. It says, while the RIA did not address the issues of reparations, the Virginia Trio, which we just read about, found plenty of support, not a little bit, plenty of support for it among white separatists. But to their surprise, they also found ready allies among black nationalists, namely Marcus Garvey and his Universal Negro Improvement Association. Man, this man has been in bed with white supremacists. They finger popping this man at this point. What are we doing? He getting finger popped by white supremacists and he liking it. Come on now. Garvey, a transplant from Kingston, Jamaica, came to the United States in 1916. He settled in Harlem, New York, and founded the UNIA, which was established upon the self-help principles of Booker T. Washington. Garvey believed that the only way to fight racism was for blacks to become economically independent. The only avenue to black economic independence, Garvey asserted, was repatriation to Africa. Garvey embraced black nationalism by preaching black pride and black self-reliance, but he also spoke disparagingly of mulattoes. Where did he learn that from? White supremacists. The people that supported eugenics. Shame. Why? Because they don't like mixed race children.
Shame. Shame.
Oh, now.
Shame. Shame.
All right, I can still be heard. His rhetoric echoed that of white Virginians as he called, listen, well, I don't think y'all heard that. His rhetoric echoed that of white Virginians. I don't think that y'all gotta let that sink in. These white racist motherfuckers, he echoed their sentiments. Come on now. As he cautioned his followers that mulattoes would prove the downfall efforts towards black liberation by creating a caste system whereby light-skinned blacks will rule over dark-skinned blacks. And again, this is so ironic. We haven't got to this yet because this man is the result of a mulatto relationship. He is the result of a European having sex with an African. It says Garvey therefore admonished his followers to, open quote, insist in a campaign of race purity, that is doing everything moral and social within the race in close ranks against all other race. It is natural that it is a disgrace to mix your race with other races. Well, so you're saying, so close quote. So Marcus Garvey is implying that you don't do nothing with other races. So you can't have sex with them and have children, but you can join their damn Klan rally? You can sell their damn books to your people? You can promote their damn propaganda, but you can't have sex? No. That's where you cross the line. But you can go have secret meetings with the damn Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Paradoxical positions of anti-miscegenation. Marcus Garvey himself is the product of race mixing, which flies in the face of a eugenist stance of anti-miscegenation. The following elucidates Marcus Garvey's paternal ancestry descending primarily from quote-unquote white Western Europeans. Using the power of DNA, Africanancestry.com has traced the lineage of civil rights icons Marcus Garvey and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. back to their native African tribes. It turns out King and Garvey share a unique bond. Their paternal ancestry is traced back to Europe. So he did all this woofing about mulattoes and mixed race relationships. Meanwhile, his ass descends from a mixed race relationship. Using the power of DNA, Africanancestry.com has traced the lineage of civil rights icons Marcus Garvey and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. back to their native African tribe. We read that. The test was conducted using DNA samples from each of the men's son, Martin Luther King III, and Dr. Julius Garvey, respectively. Dr. Garvey's paternal lineage traced back to Portugal and Spain in Europe. So his male ancestry go back to Portugal and Spain, but he got all this smoke from mulattoes. And his maternal line traced back to present-day Guinea-Bissau, Sierra Leone, and Senegal. So again, his mother line go back to Africans, his father line go back to white Europeans. The irony. But you don't want nobody mixing. You can't mix with white folks, but you can damn sure share their ideology and teach eugenics, right? Which tells you that black people are lesser than, that they are on the bottom of the hegemony, and white people are on the top. Come on, dude. TheGriot.com DNA used to reveal MLK and Marcus Garvey's European lineage 2011 is the source. All right, so again, back to that the Blood Stay Pure book. White black journalists were outraged by Garvey's rhetoric. The Richmond trio at the helm of Virginia's racial integrity movement found Garvey and his organization awe-inspiring. These racist motherfuckers looked at what Garvey was doing and said it was awe-inspiring. They admired it. They loved Garvey. Why? Because they saw themselves in him. That's why. That's why. His ideas of racial purity, they saw themselves in him. Why? Because where did he learn it from in the first place? White supremacists. Birds of a feather flock together, right? In a speech Powell delivered before the UNIA in New York on October 28, 1925, he told the audience that Garvey and his organization came to the attention of Ernest Cox through a letter he received from the Garveyite in St. Louis, who commended Cox for his book, White America. A Garveyite commended Ernest Cox for his racist ass book, White America, that teaches that black people ain't shit, that this is the white man's country. They need to get the hell out. To hell with your ancestors building this damn country and making the country rich off their back. No, hell with that. You need to just get the hell out. Disparaging comments all throughout the damn work about black people. But a Garveyite commended him. Come on, man. It says, although the writer disagreed with Cox on numerous points, nevertheless, he asserted the feelings of racial purity coincided with Garveyism. The feelings of racial purity coincided with Garveyism. The shit y'all teaching about eugenics, that's Garvey. That's Garveyism. That's what he said. This straight up Garveyism you represent. It goes on to read, Garvey himself wrote a letter to Cox in August 1925, echoing the same sentiments and calling the book, open quote, a masterpiece in history, ethnology, and general race literature. The man called one of the most racist books in the history of America a masterpiece. This man is clearly an advocate for the Klan. Clearly. No debating. Not only did Garvey advertise Cox's book in the Negro World, the official organ of the UNIA, his own damn magazine, and in his book Philosophy and Opinion, the UNIA also become book agents selling upwards of 17,000 copies of White America in Detroit, Michigan alone. So the man was propagating and selling this racist ass book. Garvey downplayed the book's virulent racism, and that's what y'all gonna do when y'all get on the panel. Y'all gonna downplay all this. I already know y'all. Because y'all want to worship and serve this man instead of take the information as it is. Garvey downplayed the book's virulent racism and reasoned that Cox could not be faulted for writing a book from a white perspective. He contended that the main issue was that irrespective of each man's viewpoint, they have found common ground in relation to the solution to America's race problem, repatriation. Crazy. Common ground with a white supremacist, crazy, right? Garvey's support for repatriation and racial purity was a breath of fresh air to the Virginia trio. Despite the fact that Garvey was serving a 5-year sentence in a federal prison for mail fraud, the trio clung to their black nationalist friend with unshakable resolve. Again, that was their man pots and pans. That was their man 50 grand. They stuck with him while he was in prison. They had correspondence with him while he was in prison. Garvey spoke their language, embraced their values. I'm getting a lot of background noise. Garvey further demonstrated his support for the racial. Garvey spoke their language, embraced their values for white America, and served as black validation. I want y'all to hear this. Served as black validation for Virginia's racial integrity scheme. Garvey further demonstrated his support for the racial integrity cause by sending his wife, Amy Garvey, to Richmond, Virginia on August 14, 1925. Mrs. Garvey spoke to a mixed audience on the importance of maintaining racial integrity. He sent his wife over there because he was in prison at this time. He sent his wife over there to support the cause of Plecker, Cox, and Powell, 3 non-white supremacists, white racists. She also visited Virginia's Office of Vital Statistics to assure Plecker of the UNIA's firm support of the cause. Firm support. The favor was returned in October 1925 when Powell paid Garvey a personal visit in his Atlanta prison while in the city to promote racial integrity legislation for the state of Georgia. Also, Cox, Powell, and Plecker wrote individual letters to President Calvin Coolidge requesting that Garvey receive an immediate pardon. They was cool with this man. They doing this on his behalf. They visiting him in prison. You know what I'm saying? They writing books for the man. They writing books for him in his name, and they trying to get him pardoned. They believe that the case against the black comrade, they call it a black comrade, was a conspiracy conjured up by mulattoes to thwart Garvey's back to Africa efforts. The mulattoes the trio spoke of no doubt referred to what Garvey identified as open, quote, the race enemy, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. They are seeking to build up a mongrel America. See, he against mulattoes because, again, that's race talk, right? But he a damn mulatto. He a mongrel his damn self, but he talking about some of the mongrels are the enemy. Madness. The NAACP despised Garveyism and believed that Garvey's movement was counterproductive to black progress. W.B. Du Bois, editor of the Crisis magazine, the official publication of the NAACP, saw Garvey as a traitor to his race. Regarding his embrace of the Virginia trio in their racial integrity campaign, Du Bois contended Marcus Garvey is not attacking white prejudice. He is groveling before it and applauding it. His attack is on men of his own race who are striving for freedom. Close quote. To recapitulate, Garvey was lambasted by civil rights activists of his time due to his involvement and agreement with the active KKK members and ideologues. Garvey went as far as promoting white supremacist ideals in literature, selling several copies and promoting white supremacy. Garvey disliked mulattoes, which is paradoxical due to his own ancestry tracing back to European males. This doctrine stems from eugenic doctrine of white supremacy. Garvey himself stated that the UNIA was in a way similar to the KKK. That's his words. Y'all gotta eat that. Y'all gotta eat that. You gotta hold that. That's his words. Garvey was getting support from some of the most, if not the most, vile white rhetoricians in the history of the United States of America. Let's dive more into this recap. Criticism from the civil rights leaders. Marcus Garvey, a prominent figure in the early 20th century Pan-Africanist movement, faced substantial criticism from fellow civil rights activists of his era. This backlash stemmed largely from his controversial engagements and perceived alignments with members of the Ku Klux Klan. Alignment with the members of the Ku Klux. He's definitely an advocate. Definitely. If somebody get on this panel after hearing this, after seeing these source after source after source, you just a doctrinaire. You're just a follower, man. You're a sheep. You're a damn sheep, man. Again, this backlash stemmed largely from his controversial engagements and perceived alignments with members of the Ku Klux Klan, an organization notorious for its white supremacist ideology and violent history, because at this time they were being very violent, killing black people, burning their churches, taking their property from them. Promotion of white supremacist literature. Garvey not only met with active KKK members, but also openly endorsed and distributed white supremacist literature. He reportedly sold multiple copies of such materials, thereby lending visibility and inadvertently or not legitimacy to the ideas fundamentally hostile to the empowerment of black communities. Your man Garvey, Marcus Garvey, is guilty of that. Views on racial purity and mixed heritage. Garvey expressed disdain for people of mixed racial heritage, particularly mulattoes. This view is strikingly paradoxical, given genealogical evidence suggesting that Garvey's paternal lineage traces back to European ancestry, specifically Y-DNA haplogroup R1b. His stance echoed the racial purity arguments rooted in eugenics and white supremacist ideology. He's guilty of that. Comparison to the KKK. In a provocative statement, Garvey himself drew a comparison between the Universal Negro Improvement Association, the UNIA, and the KKK, claiming the organizations were in a way similar. This remark further fueled concerns about the ideological underpinnings of his movement. The data proves that Marcus Garvey was indeed a KKK advocate. And that's the motherfucking deal. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's go, man. That's the presentation, Ratchet. That's the presentation. That's it. What's up with the people, man? I want to hear the excuses. I want to hear y'all cry about the man is associated with a murderous white supremacist group. Let's go.
All right, so look, listen, family. That was amazing. Listen, hey, family. I don't want y'all to think I'm selling my soul to the devil. But during this presentation, I contemplated it. This was crazy. Listen, before I let y'all up here, it seemed like this brother wants to smoke. So usually I would say you ask one question or make one comment and then you make your exit. But I think the devil wants the smoke, like he's a breathing red dragon. So I'm gonna let y'all come up and bring the smoke. But before y'all do, before Ratchet and Classic chime in, I just need people to understand one thing, because this is very controversial.
The opinions and perspectives shared by our guests and debaters on Paradigm Shift TV, 314, and the Versus series are their own. They do not necessarily represent the views of the platform. We support open dialogue and critical thought, but encourage viewers to think for themselves.
we encourage viewers to think for themselves, because the thoughts and opinions of the devil himself are not necessarily the views and opinions of Paradigm Shift TV and the Versus series. I'm going to unleash the hounds. The devil want the smoke, but I hope y'all know he a breathing red dragon up in here. Ratchet, classic. Y'all trying to get me to sell my soul to the devil. I don't trust y'all no more.
Craig.
I say it's the reverse, dear brother DMG. I say it's the reverse with that. Joshua, hell of a presentation, brother. Ferocious as always. I got a few questions though, man. Man, I wish you would have went. Now you got into the color, the color aspect, right? Marcus Garvey, right? But how he made a wedge right now that's still practicing in the black community, right, between those who are darker skinned and those who are lighter skinned, right? How he pretty much re-brought it back when he had his battle with W.E.B. Du Bois. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And also he made because a lot of individuals now they'll look at how most gentlemen will favor light-skinned women over dark-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? He was a main advocate for that also, because Marcus loved them light-skinned ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people took that ideology from him. You know what I'm saying? And it just twinkled all the way down. But one thing I wanted to ask you, this dear brother, is this: do you feel as if the great Messiah Garvey's mindset, his ideology, everything basically trickled its way down into the conscious community today?
Exactly.
Okay,
100%.
Can you explain that? Can you explain?
I gave a great example. His idea of selling these grandiose dreams to black people to get them to open up their pocketbooks. That's one example.
Right.
Get them to open up their pocketbooks, donate, send money, buy their little schemes and stuff. We got plenty of examples to show that. Polite. You got brothers selling tonic water. You got a brother selling a DNA device that's supposed to clean your DNA up and remove any white European DNA from you, selling it for like 1,000, crazy astronomical number. He started that. He the first, unless somebody can get up here and show me someone that's earlier than Marcus Garvey selling grandiose dreams and scamming our people out of money in America. He started that. He started that trend, definitely. He the pioneer.
Okay, he started that trend. We got Laurel Burns, aka Laurel Burns, in the building, and look like man, you got A1 coming in. You got A1 coming in.
AKA the electromagnetic Messiah.
Hey, let me get in there. Let me get it there before everybody get in, man. We got Lucifer here. He the first one on our sources slide presentation. This is something we're gonna be doing over here, and we try to start up new debate topics. We try to keep it off religion so much, and other ideologies get the chance to be on the table now. You know what I'm saying? So we do it over here on Sources Slide, and I'm glad that Josh Shoes you put up a high stage for a high standard right now. That was good, bro. So I'm just gonna give you your shout out and let the panel continue, because you look like you finna get that smoke tonight, buddy.
Hey, but let me ask Joshua. Let me ask Joshua this before we get in. But yeah. This is the birth of slide and source and slide. But Joshua, now a lot of people love them some Marcus Garvey. They love them some Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that when he gets put on trial, most individuals are too afraid to even talk about they great Papa Messiah Garvey?
You breaking up, Classic, or is that just me?
He breaking up.
You breaking up.
I hear you breaking up.
Hey, DLG, do your thing, DLG.
I think he was saying. I think he was saying that why, what I said in the presentation, why is it that no one brings up any of this part of his history, his dealing with the KKK, his selling of their literature, associating himself with the trio, sending his wife to go fight their cause at the rallies? Why nobody bring it up? The reason why they don't bring it up, because they don't want to sully this image that we have made and created in the black community about this man, that he was this great pioneer, civil rights warrior, that he was for economic independence, and that's it. No, it's more to the story. This man was a racial identitarian, and he learned that from white supremacists. And he fought other black leaders in favor of white supremacist ideals. And they don't want to just bring that up, Craig. They don't want to bring that out. That's a damning fact. That's a condemnation right there.
All right. Well, let me go over to the electromagnetic Messiah himself, the one, the only, Anute Kakarot, aka Laurel Burns.
Yeah, man.
To this, my brother.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna say some controversial things too. Well, one of the main things I want to point out is most black nationalists, if you are really pro-black, pro-African, you really pro-Pan-African, you're gonna have same similar ideologies with European nationalists, because they want you to go back to Africa. We want to go back to Africa. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you wanted the integrationalists who want to stay getting dog sicked on you, if you want to stay getting water hoses shot, you want to stay with your kids getting hung, beat up, shot, all of that stuff, then yeah, you're going to stay here in the United States and you're going to want to sing Kumbaya while they raping and pillaging and plundering your communities. So yes, of course, they got the same ideology as far as the black man needs to go home. Now, with that being said, when it comes down to the topics of mulattoes and how mulattoes have helped systematically destroy not only Pan-African movements, but whole African civilizations. Whole African civilizations, like we get to talk about the Asiatic invasions of Kemet and all of those things. All of that shit happened because of mulattoes. That's how they got in, half-breeds. When we get to talking about the Moors, the fall of the Moors, a lot of the fall of the Moors came from mixed breeding and mulattoes because they sided with their white parent. You see what I'm saying? So, in the end of the day, if you are pro-black and you are for the nuclear black family, then you know that Africa is for Africans worldwide, diasporas included. If you know that, then you know that we don't have no other allies but ourselves and whatever continental African brothers that's willing to stand with us in solidarity. Now, if we can't get support from our own, we're going to get support from wherever we can. And guess what? You don't have no problem taking government subsidies, but you know that the government kills you. You know that the government has used you for medical experiments, and the list go on and on. You don't have no problem with that. You don't have no problem with the fact that this is a racist country and everything that you do powers this system. You ain't got no problem with that, but you got a problem if Marcus Garvey is agreeing that we need to go back to Africa. That's crazy. That's crazy. Coming from a guy who calls himself Lucifer. The exact, you know what I'm saying, antagonist of the same book that these people spread, the same book they use for imperialism. You know what I'm saying? So again, a lot of our civil rights leaders, a lot of our leaders, a lot of them was Christians. A lot of them had these different ideologies. Marcus Garvey grew up in an era where it was nothing but racism everywhere you look. People were getting burnt, hung, their genitals cut out and put in their mouths and all different type of things. So yeah, they were in a drastic situation, and it deemed for drastic measures. So with that being said, it is what it is. People, you can say what you want. The mafia helped Marcus Garvey get those boats. You know what I'm saying? Those ocean liners and shit to try to help, you know what I'm saying, jumpstart the shit. We're going to get help from wherever. You didn't have no problem. You didn't have no problem with the Jews helping your ass in civil rights movement. But you know for a fact that the Jews helped fund the transatlantic slave trade. You know that shit, but you a kumbaya and bump fists with the damn Jews, though. But Marcus Garvey evil though.
All
Marcus
right, bro.
Garvey evil.
All right.
All right. Look, I can keep going.
Hey, listen, you came in on fire. I just gotta ask one question.
Are you not entertained?
God, are you not entertained? Lucifer, please respond. And you got however much time it takes, because I let my bro go.
Yeah, that was some gish galloping for you right there. A bunch of emotional pleading, special pleading. He said the Moors were taken down through race mixing. That's not true. He said Egyptians were taken down through race mixing. That's not true. Laurel's race mix. Everybody on this panel's race mix. Majority of African Americans have some admixture to them, some European or other admixture to them. So that's a moot point. It doesn't help the argument. Then he brought up, Jews being involved in NAACP, you don't mind getting help from them, and they quote unquote finance the slave trade. First of all, we're talking about people that were contemporaneously. We ain't talking about 400 years, 500 years. Yeah, we ain't talking about that. We talking about during the time of the life of Marcus Garvey was terrorizing black people. And somebody said, hosing people down and shooting them and killing them. Who was doing that? These white extremists, who Marcus Garvey agreed with. So all your arguments were fallacious from top to bottom, which you are known for doing because you are a sued. You are a sued. Again, agreeing with a murderous white supremacist group while they're actively killing people, and you're selling and promoting and promulgating their material is bullshit. And for you to have an excuse for him, it makes me look at you as low as damn dirt. How do you excuse that? There ain't no excuse for that. And the leaders of that time didn't excuse it. They stood up to Marcus Garvey and spoke their damn mind. That's what I was reading to y'all. That everything that he brought up, scamming black people is good for black people, nigga. Scamming them, taking their goddamn money from them and promising them that, hey, I got this kingdom for you in the continent of Africa. When he said out his own goddamn mouth, the white man take it as his. Well, goddamn it, Africa was already pillaged and owned by European forces. So why ain't applying it over there? He was selling them a goddamn dream. You can't run no goddamn continent, the entire goddamn continent. So no, we ain't doing that goofy shit on here. And whoever next, they can be next. Put your guillotine, I'll put your ass on the guillotine too. Go.
Can I respond back to that?
No, I want the next person.
Okay, go ahead.
We gotta go to the next person. Now look, the brother been asking all night, is this your king? Well, we got a king up here. It's just King Naga. My brother, please chime in.
Oh shit.
Yo, peace to the panel. You know what I'm saying? Lucifer, all the smoke coming your way. As it relates to the matter of segregation and Marcus Garvey and the Klan both agreeing on segregation, are you aware that segregation led to a boom in black entrepreneurship and black communities becoming self-reliant? See, that's what you're against. You're against black entrepreneurship. You're against black nationalism. You're against black self-reliance because you yourself are a Eurocentric mind. And that's why you're openly slandering Marcus Garvey with copy and paste from Meta AI. I noticed for every Mzungu you brought up here, you showed real sources, but not one real source for anything that you claim Marcus Garvey did. And I'm going to land right there.
Hey, listen, my man King Naga brought out the Mzungu. Hey, he came up here. Man, listen, I don't care what y'all say. I mess with Naga. A1, the Bible breaker, fresh off one of the best debates of the year. I saw you chiming in the chat, man. What you got to say to Lucifer, the devil?
I just wanted to say I think he should do Fred Hampton next. You know, he seemed like he on the road. go ahead and take down all the people who made great contributions while you at it.
This guy.
Marcus Garvey didn't make a great contribution. The hell? What contribution did he make? The contribution he made is he left a stain in the American ideology. That's what he did. He left a stain. He got people like y'all talking this dumb shit about racial purity in 2025.
Now, y'all got to listen to what he just said. Listen to what he just said.
I'm talking. I'm talking.
Let the devil have his say. I need y'all to have sympathy for the devil tonight.
Yeah, this ain't nothing. These dudes are suits. I beat both of these niggas up 1,000 times already. But back to what this man said. What contribution did Marcus Garvey provide? Go ahead, tell me. What contribution?
Let me answer. Let me get in there, man.
You be quiet.
I bet.
Be quiet.
I bet.
Ain't no bet shit, nigga. You be quiet. A1, I'm talking to you.
This is A1. This is A1.
Yeah, I don't need black and green flying in I don't care about that, bro. Am I talking to you? Shut your ass
up. This is for A1. This is for A1, y'all. Come on, A1.
Question.
That's funny that he think he could flip a question on me when he didn't even answer mine. He
didn't answer the question. You said do Fred Hampton next. He made another person that made great contributions. Tell me what
I wasn't finished. You start going on your little rant. Let Laurel get it in.
Yeah, you ain't got shit.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
So you had to say though. I mean,
you would have said it.
Irrelevant.
You would have said it. You just saying
brother, calm down. The devil, loose here. Loose here, Satan. Loose here.
You be quiet.
Loose here, Satan.
Hold on. So you can't
the brother pass it over to Laurel, man. Let me slide over the devil real quick.
No, I want to respond to what King Naga said.
I bet. You better respond to everybody but me. I know.
Be quiet.
We're going to get back around to you, Laurel. We'll get back around to you.
I'm going to let you go on your run on. I want to let you go on your run on sentence that ain't going to make no goddamn sense like you always do. But what King Naga just said was you're against self-reliance and I didn't use any real sources. Now everybody's seen my goddamn presentation. I can show you the books that I use, articles that I use, and I pulled from actual quotes from the time. I named the messenger, 1922. I gave you the authorship of the messenger, the people that are behind the messenger, and all of that. You got all of that source material. You always do the little pseudo damn shuffle. I'm not you niggas. I bring actual sources. I buy my sources. Y'all don't. You some free ass nigga. You a free ass nigga. So don't ever question me on my damn sources, nigga. You don't fucking bring real sources. How about that? Goofy.
Well, if you bought those sources, you should have them to show. Go ahead and share screen.
I do have them. That's easy. That's light work. What the fuck is you talking about? This Lucifer, nigga.
So why you just didn't have it in your presentation?
I did have it in my presentation, dumbass.
So look, this all I want to say. This all I want to say too early. You gotta ease.
Look, that's all I want to say.
We ain't gonna be hard about the sources, man, right now.
Yeah. But I just want to speak on the
Put my screen
up. I just want to speak on the contribution. So again, when they hoist that red, green, black and green flag up every year, that's in almost every single capital across the United States. That is contribution. When you hear the Black National Anthem, that's contribution. When you hear the Black Constitution, that is contribution, brother. Now I want you to answer this, right? Brother, you don't have to be ugly just because you're the devil.
I am
brother, you don't have to be like that just because
you shut the fuck up real quick while I show everybody this source.
So hold on. No, the brother just said we ain't slandering your sources because you can keep your hidden sources. We don't even care. We don't even care. We just want to big up Marcus Garvey real quick.
You just say it like you always do. Now, hold on, Ratchet. Share my screen.
So DLG, share screen. What you?
Share my goddamn screen, man. I'm not you niggas.
I ain't want to even do it.
Dumb motherfuckers. Right there. There it is right there. African American anti-colonial thought, 1917, 1937.
Showing the front page of a book don't mean that that's what the book say.
That is what the book say.
Hey, showing the cover of a book is not citing the source.
No. Now it's not citing
the chapter. Hey, well, you had already said we weren't gonna go into the sources, but he said fuck what you saying and went into the sources anyway.
Here it is, right here, nigga.
We don't care.
Yeah, that's what y'all
Lucifer
gotta
is
do because you
trash,
can't go off
man.
the information. You can't go off the
You bought a front page of a book. You bought the
loser.
front page of a book.
You niggas. I seen
That could have been Dr. Seuss' book up there.
That's
You
why
put the
DMG
book
had to
up
throw
there.
that disclaimer up again because you
You
trash,
got
bro.
blocked, nigga. You
trash.
got blocked. You
Calm
got
down, brother.
That's
Calm
why
down.
he had to put that
You sound
disclaimer up
nervous,
again.
man.
That's why y'all not talking about the information.
I mean, we trying to talk about the information.
You won't let nobody talk. You telling everybody to
We
shut
trying
up.
to talk about the information. You won't let us.
Let us talk,
You
bro.
won't let us talk
Everybody
about the
shut up.
information. You just ad homing. You just ad homing.
What the fuck you want to debate on? I seen you get watched already. You are trash. Ruben, I'll your ass. Laurel, you get your ass whooped next. 16 and fucking 0, nigga.
You overwhooping, bro. For what?
You a loser, nigga.
It's only one mic.
You are a loser,
It's only one mic. You yelling don't make you right. It don't make you tough. It don't make you none of that.
You got beat.
Yelling and cussing don't make you correct, brother.
Would you debate Lucifer? Would you debate Lucifer?
Not on none of this shit.
Not on none of this, but he running his mouth. Shut your ass.
Not on none of this shit. Y'all already know what my topic is. God is like light is electromagnetism. Come with that smoke, bro. You want that God is like smoke? Come holler at me, bro. You already know what we at. We in the back chat, nigga. Nigga, set some shit off, nigga. Set something off, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
We talking about Marcus Garvey. And
right, exactly. So back to Marcus Garvey. Back to Marcus Garvey and his contribution.
Some shit up. Ruben made some shit up.
Man, let that man finish his sentence, bro.
All you niggas made shit up.
You ain't never what I made up. Did I make up the fact that segregation led to black entrepreneurship?
No, you made up that there was no real sources. I'm showing you the source on the screen. You made up that you're against self-reliance. When we even look at segregation, the reason why it was fought against so goddamn much is because it crippled black people, not helped black people. You're going to bring up samples, pockets, not the bulk and majority of us that got left behind because of separation and segregation policies. It was not equal and separate. School funding is one of the greatest examples. School funding keeping us out of job sectors, making it hard for us to get federal employment. That's what segregation did, and you dickheads up here trying to support it.
No, that's not true. Again, when you talk about brother, you don't have to ad hom every sentence. Just let other people talk. Just let other people talk. It sounds like fear.
Let him go, bro.
It sounds like fear. It sounds like fear, man. You sound like a dog behind a gate barking.
Calm down. Hey, bro. Hey, Lucifer.
Right. Hey, I got that effect on Lucifer. Y'all know who got that effect on Lucifer. Y'all just know who got that effect on him. I let the boy. Y'all know who got that effect on him.
Hey, Laurel, you got to debate him on this topic. We got some new people.
Yeah, debate me on it.
Yeah, we got some new people on the panel.
You ain't gonna debate shit, nigga. You ain't gonna swing on nothing, nigga. You a hoe. Like I said.
You gotta let other people talk.
Yeah, you a hoe.
Yeah, so let me get it together. I'm finna mute everybody.
It's a problem. We came up here to.
No, you came up here to bullshit, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
You ain't
hey, hold on. Hey, what? Mute your mic. Hey, what? I'm finna talk to everyone. We got some new people on the panel. We got some new people on the panel. What do y'all think about? What do y'all think about Lucifer presentation tonight? And what y'all got to ask him and say to him? Who next? Who came up next? Honey Clark. Honey Clark, you next.
What's good, y'all? All right, y'all know I'm gonna come because he did a good job in his position, right? As far as the fight against him, I don't really agree with everything he said, but as far as his position, he did good. Like, if you want to debate, I think it would be a good debate because it is a debate, especially in our community, right? Because Pan-African, it kind of starts there, even though it's kind of taking its own, like road when it kind of now is different. But where it started, I was there, and this is, it's a good topic. It's a good topic, but he did good. He stood his ground as far as proving his point that he did not, that this even though it was looking like it was meant to uplift Black people, in the end it really didn't bring us together like that, like people act like it did. That's all. Good job, Joshua.
All right. Nobody. What you think about it? Nobody.
I'm just moderating, Craig. Go on, go to the next person.
Okay. Facts. Who on next? Who on next? I'll put it like that. I'm trying to see it back on. Hey, close the screen out, DLG. I can't see who on here.
Yeah, but back to telling this nigga how he trash. Let me get back to that. Nigga, you trash.
Okay, well.
Whack as hell. Keep cutting everybody off because you scared to let anybody talk.
The flow was on A1 though at first. Go ahead, A1.
This nigga trash, man. I wouldn't debate him. He's slow. And I don't do that bad decorum-ish. Like that, he already canceled.
But we don't do in the debate. It ain't gonna be no bad decorum. You know how it is.
Bad decorum in the debate. You respect the time. You respect everything.
Yeah. Don't be slick like going the other way with these damn man. Hey, Lucifer. Nobody run for Lucifer, bro. You face the devil.
He's 16 and 0. You can watch any debate, right? And you can see how he coming. Right?
Y'all can go to the hole in the wall, or y'all can go to the classic.
There you go. There you go. I'm just saying. You could. He opened the floor for a debate.
I'm not even a Pan-African.
Half
his argument was just retarded.
If he is 16 and 0, he's not 16 and 0 over here on Paradigm Shift TV 314.
Right. So that's why.
Wait. But if he can bring that same type of spunk, same type of energy over here, it's all welcome, man.
Man, niggas on the old panel I killed, niggas. Stop playing with me.
There you go.
There
he goes again.
Yeah, here he goes again.
People get cut off and disrespected.
Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm talking now, nigga. I let you talk and say that shit about me, nigga.
You see how he do that right there? Like that whole move right there.
Open challenge. Desegregation leads to Black entrepreneurship.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did integration cripple Black America and turn it into a welfare state?
No, it didn't.
Lies. Like everybody knows that.
No, it didn't.
Everybody knows integration turned Black America into a welfare state.
All right, check it out.
Low income housing.
Check it out.
Food stamps. Government cheese. What you talking about, bro? No, my bad. That must have been success to you. That's success.
Cool. So, if you want to have that debate, are Black people faring better segregation?
I just extended you an open challenge.
I will beat your ass.
Extended you an open challenge.
Be quiet.
Segregation lead to
you always do this, and when I snap on your dumb ass, you're gonna be looking stupid. When I snap on your dumb ass,
there you go. Open challenge.
When I snap on your bitch ass,
This is Lucifer show. Y'all are frustrating people right now by doing this show.
I thought JJ.
No, this is hold on, Nerea. Chill, bro. This is Lucifer's show.
I haven't even said that. My phone on mute.
You throwing your sideline comments right now, and I'm trying to get something.
That was A1. That was A1.
Okay, what up? What are you niggas? But anyway, man, I'm just saying
I
this
want
show
to apologize, nigga.
I apologize, nigga.
I apologize.
The real my nigga, I apologize. But we gonna keep the show going. All right, you said my apology, brother? Yeah.
Most definitely.
But anyway, man. We go. This is his show, so let him have a time instead of everybody trying to bombard him. You know what I'm saying? This is his show, cause we don't want to make this type of show. This is not fucking the Lions Den. This is not the Lions Den.
Yeah, one of the time. Let's be orderly.
You gotta tell him it ain't the Lions Den.
Correct.
I'm fucking with you though, Craig. I'm gonna try.
A1 and Lucifer was having a good back and forth with Lucifer. RA1, ask each other the questions that y'all want to ask each
Yeah,
other.
5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes with them two. 5 minutes with them two.
Let A1 answer your questions. That's all I'm asking. Go ahead, y'all.
I just muted my mic and let the nigga say what he wanted to say. As soon as I opened my mic, he had something to say to me when I was talking to Laurel. But start bitching up when I respond.
What's your question now, big bro?
I was responding to Laurel. So if Laurel, you want to debate, did African Americans fare better post integration or prior to? We can argue that. That's a debate. We can set that up. And I'm gonna smoke your ass. You know it. You know how I'm coming.
I mean, it looked like both of the Nagas challenged you, Joshua, because Ruben also
I already
put one in.
I already beat Ruben. Laurel, it's your turn to get your ass.
You want the popularity.
You beat Ruben.
You straight up lied to the people and told them your raising haplogroups got more genetic continuity than
No, he didn't.
Indigenous North African. You try to say that your raising DNA got more.
Come on, let him go. Indigenous North African. Come on, y'all, let him go.
Hey, we don't care about the last debate y'all did.
Yeah,
I think both y'all did a great job.
Integration crippled Black America into a welfare state.
Is that the debate?
Yes or no?
Is that the debate topic you want?
The debate topic I wanted was, do we fare better?
Okay, yeah. So you hear him ducking that shit. Next.
Right?
That's nothing, nigga. You ain't did shit.
Nigga, because you scared.
Wait,
nigga,
we didn't hear what you said. Wait, hold on. Lucifer, what were you saying you would want the topic to be?
I already said what the topic was. Do black
say it again because it's low. You're low.
Do black people fare better prior to integration? Prior to integration, because he's saying they do.
No, that's not what I was saying. What I said was, did integration it cripple black? Did it cripple Black America into a welfare state? Yes or no? It either crippled us into a welfare state or it made us highly successful. Which one was it?
It didn't. I think
so it didn't make us successful, or it didn't turn us into a welfare state.
Cripple us.
Okay, so it made us successful.
Sure. That's the
it made us successful, even though we at the bottom margin of everything from academics to economics to everything. That made us better. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Like I said, the integration crippled Black America into a welfare state. Like I said, you want that smoke, you can get that.
Bitch ass nigga.
You want that smoke, you can get that. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. I'm standing on it. You heard what I said. I'm standing on it. I'm not changing it. You heard what I said. I'm not changing it. I'm standing on it. I'm not changing it.
Everybody standing on that. Okay.
It's Lucifer, right?
Come on, man.
Hold on,
nobody. Come on, calm down, man.
Nobody. Hey, Joshua, Laurel, you know you two brothers got to do a face-off so we can get the topic all the way solidified.
I mean that is solidified. I just told you.
I mean, but
Black America crippled by integration. Welfare.
Hold on, bro.
Come on, bro.
I gotta mute you, brother. But how we do it over here, right? We do the face-off so it can be solidified. So the whole topic we know. Right now, the both of you guys are just arguing with each other. We got some order over here. So my thing is this: we do the face-off between you and Joshua Laurel versus series rules. Ain't too hard to ask. So, but one thing we need to get down to the bottom is like when you two want to do the face-off. It'll be your first debate. It'll be your second debate over here. I'm sorry, and it'll be Joshua's first debate over here.
Yeah, DMG, just holler at me when you're ready to set that shit up, man. Whatever.
I can do it next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Easy.
No.
No,
we not.
You can do it. Nobody cares about when you can do it. He said he holler.
We could do it 2 Sundays.
We're gonna let DMG holler at you since you want to go through DMG. We'll let DMG holler at you.
Yeah, we'll let DMG set it up for you, Laurel. No problem.
The next fucking victim. 17-0.
Lies.
17-0.
Lies.
Your homeboy over there.
Unlike everybody else you face, nigga, I get under that skin, bro. I get under that skin, cuz.
You about to hop on the short bus and debate him, Laurel? That's crazy.
Oh, shit. You don't know what the fuck you finna get into.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
All you niggas retarded.
You better go do some research, bro.
Y'all poor
You better go do some research on who I am, bro. Go ahead.
He gonna come up here with a recorded presentation. He gonna record it. You niggas goofy, nigga.
Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Now you want to get mad at the format. Now you want to get mad at the format of the presentation. You want to put a built-in excuse. You want a built-in excuse already? Already we ain't even did the face off. You already putting in built-in excuses.
Do y'all agree to what's on the screen?
Hey, you scared of documentaries, Lucifer? Or you scared of documentaries, cuz?
Hold up, man. Do y'all agree to what's on the screen? Is that the debate topic? What's on the screen?
Put it back on the screen.
I brought the debate topic first.
No, you didn't. I put that debate topic up there.
Come on, man.
I said that shit.
Come on, man. Hold up. Lucifer, that's what I'm asking you, Lucifer. Is that the debate topic or not?
I conceded to his title. Black America crippled by integration? There we go.
Yeah, is that okay? Laurel, do you agree to that?
Yeah, Black America being crippled by integration.
Right. Craig set it up, bro.
All right, it'll be set up. But y'all gotta do a face off. You know what I'm saying? So we can get.
Y'all gotta do a face off.
You gotta do a face off. That's how we do it, because people change topics, flip. Oh, my mama died. Oh, I gotta do this. Nah, we gotta do a face off solidified, so everybody can know. So it ain't no problem. But yeah, man. Hey, King Naga, you want a piece of Lucifer also? You had a title, right?
Yeah, I had a title, but I'm gonna let my war chief take him out his misery. You know what I'm saying?
They already had a debate too. They already had a debate. Hold on.
It's gonna be blood everywhere.
All right, hold up.
They already had a debate. Moving it, Joshua already had a debate. We don't want to.
I like that title.
Yeah, we want
If anybody go watch that debate and follow up on the information, you're gonna see that Lucifer is the father of lies, just like
all lies.
Sure. You lost. That's what happened. You lost. Go ahead, say it.
Yeah. So we don't want to revisit that. We don't let that debate live forever. Right now,
people pick me. That's not winning. You lose. I win. All I do is fucking win. All you niggas do is lose.
North African genetics is Eurasian, and that is a lie.
Who cares what
that is a lie?
You lost.
I won the judges. You won the poll, brother. You won the poll. You won the popularity contest. I won the judges, brother. Let's tell it how I win.
Oh God!
Remixing history. You fucking lost, nigga. Stop playing with me.
Hold on, right quick. I understand y'all want to claw each other.
Hold on, right quick. Truth our only ally, nigga. Truth can't lose,
on, man.
Nigga.
Craig is talking. Go ahead. Hold up, Craig talking, man. Everybody, hold up. Craig talking.
I get y'all want to get each other, but we got to face off for that, right? And it's gonna be lit. Y'all can do as much shit talking as y'all want, but we got another individual on the panel, my business partner, Mr. Making Music himself, the one and only Super Wavy. What it do, Wavy? I see you on the corner.
What up, Wavy? What up, Super Wavy?
Peace. Hey man, shout out to Lucifer. Shout out to both of the Craigs. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be all the way 100. I think nobody cares is Craig talking in another voice. But I'm gonna keep going. But yeah.
Hold on, wait. Wait. I'm the original co-host.
A1. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been laughing for an hour straight. I've been laughing for the past hour. I'm processing the information, but good presentation. Marcus Garvey definitely he was talking about his people to the white man. That's a letter you can go look up. I think Lucifer put the letter in the presentation, but we also got to understand that nobody here can fit in Marcus Garvey's shoes. So I think that's another big thing I put out. I'll be ready for the pushback. I'll let y'all speak.
Okay, let me say one thing. Hey, Wavy, I know me and you haven't had a formal introduction, whatever, bro. I'm the original co-host of Paradigm Shift TV 314. So I know a lot of y'all new people may not know who I am.
as y'all see, these shouts out every show. But we're gonna talk, bro. Yeah. I'm not Craig.
What's your name, brother?
Craig,
What's your name, brother?
I'm nobody.
Are you crazy, Craig?
Not Craig. Classic Craig stay in my city, but nah, we ain't the same people, nigga. What are you talking about, bro? I'm trying to be nice, my nigga. Now, if you no, wait. If you don't know who I am,
well, show your face, then, nigga. Show your face,
go watch the early video.
Show your face,
Bro, go watch the
Leave it alone, though, man. Leave it alone, though, man. Leave it alone.
I'm cool with you, bro.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone, though, daddy. Please leave it alone. This nigga ain't no joke. This ain't no joke, bro. Leave it alone.
Chill out, little bro. All I'm saying is, I know me and you haven't met each other before, and I do want to talk to you a little more behind the scenes. I'm the nigga that was on the channel before DMG knew any of y'all niggas, right? That's all I'm saying. So, I'm good with you.
Just give me your name, big dog, so I can remember.
My real name is Jacoby Squad from Dallas, Texas. I stay at 2303 Dallas, Texas 75217. That's my real name, real address, nigga.
We don't care about all this.
I'm a real nigga. I ain't playing with none of y'all niggas. So, all right, I ain't going there with you. That's what I'm saying. Let's not go there, bro. Bro. So we ain't gonna do all that.
Hey, where y'all Craig?
Relax, Craig.
Where y'all get this nigga started?
I know y'all know Craig. Craig know me in real life. Come on, we ain't going there. Leon Dre, my little bro. I bought that nigga to the platform, man. That's the nigga with 7 degrees, 100 books, and all that. They call us a super team. They call us the one. That's a group full of Christian niggas who believe in the Bible, who go hard. That's like I told you. Go watch the early videos, y'all to see. So I know we got new people, new viewers, new niggas like you and all that stuff. Y'all new and we love y'all all that, but. Don't do me like that, little bro. I'm putting
Hey, that's my bad. That's my bad. I thought you had a voice change.
Hello.
Oh no, this is my real voice.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, nobody. Do not fall for. Lighten up a little bit, brother. Lighten up a little bit. Do not fall for. No, do not fall for super wavy trolling right now.
Bro, I watch wavy. I watch his platform, bro. I got wavy.
He the homie. He the homie.
Wavy.
That's debt free right there. That's debt free.
I know.
That's debt free. So
wait, we good, bro? Yeah, we good, bro.
Hey, Craig, we talked on the phone. I mean, my bad. Nobody cares. We talked on the phone about at least 10 times, so I know who you is, brother.
Yeah, we good. I just want them to know we good, bro. Niggas think we beefing. We ain't beefing, bro. Man, why we good, bro?
No, we're a team. Yeah, we're a teamwork. Hey, yeah, but I want to see the debate. I want to see the debate between Lucifer and Uncle Real. I think they both go bring some good information, and the people definitely will learn.
Yeah, for real. Me too. I agree. Go ahead, Craig. It's on y'all. Set it up.
Set it up.
Set it up, man.
Hey, Lucifer, man, you gonna have some enemies at your neck.
Yashu. That was the plan.
And you are, bro.
That's the point. I want all the Afrocentric, Pan-African bitch ass niggas to come on the panel.
Man.
And actually talk about the presentation, not make shit up like these niggas did. Talk about the presentation. They can't.
Now, what Lucifer saying, don't judge him off the past. Don't go off of y'all past beat. What the brother put out tonight. Hold on. He wants y'all to
go in the book and show me the quote in the book. You showed us a book cover, brother. And it's like I noticed that in your presentation, when you covered what Mzungu had to say in the history of these Mzungus, you were able to show real sources. But you didn't show not a real source. You didn't show a real source for not one accusation you levied towards Marcus Messiah Garvey. It was all copy and paste meta AI bullshit that you were trying to backchat about.
No, it wasn't. So you ready for me to show you in the book? You gonna shut the fuck up? You gonna shut the fuck up after I show you in the book, right? Hold on. So you gonna shut the fuck up and I'll show you. All right.
I'll give you your props. If you go in that book and show us the quote from Marcus Messiah Garvey saying everything that you said in your presentation, I will give you your props.
Gladly.
Let's see it. Let's see it. That sounds like a challenge right there. Okay, Lucifer said that he wants y'all to challenge him on the presentation he gave tonight. My bro King Knocker just said he got information to challenge you on everything you said tonight. Let's do it, man. We ain't got to cuss each other out, none of that, man. Let's keep it on the information, man. Yeah, so I like it. I love it, really.
All right, so
and I know I haven't talked to you, Lucifer, man. Lucifer, man, hey, Lucifer, just like they said, bro, you finna get a lot of smoke, bro. But hey, you said you here to step up to the plate. You want the challenge? Say you definitely gonna get a challenge over here at Paradigm Shift TV, bro. But we ain't gotta meet up at nobody's house and all that stuff, bro. Let's just keep
let's get Ruby Dog to get it off, man. Whoever bring it up the source, bring it up the source.
It's me
right here. Lost right now.
You see this?
That's you. It's Lucifer.
Hold on. This is the source. What did that say right there? A symposium on Garvey by the Negro leaders, The Messenger, 1922. Just like I shared with you guys. Same exact article. Where do you think I'm getting the damn information from? All right. So now let me go to one of the quotes that I put in here. Let me look for right here. J.B. Bass. I showed his picture. I gave you his credentials. His background as being an editor. Here's the actual quote. It says, I must heartily approve of the gallant fight which you are making against the pernicious propaganda of Garvey. The straw that broke the camel's back was his assimilation of the Ku Klux Klan. That was in my presentation. That was in there. So,
yeah,
Ruben,
that's
you
also not a quote from Garvey. That's also
I didn't say it was a quote from Garvey. That's a quote from
That's contemporary. That's Garvey contemporary. That's Garvey contemporary.
Making shit up because if you think,
brother, I asked you to
that is what a Garvey contemporary.
Be quiet. Hold on. Be quiet. You made an allegation. You were fucking wrong. You were wrong.
I asked you to
no, you did not. No, you always do this.
What specific quote was it that you didn't, that you were trying to look for?
The whole thing was, he said the whole thing was AI generated. I'm showing you one of the damn sources right here. You want Garvey's words? I can give you that. It's in here. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm asking you for. I'm asking you for Garvey's words, brother.
You said my source was AI generated. That's not what you said. You're on recorded camera. You just said my source was AI generated. But since now I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you because you dancing like you always do. I'm about to show you. No, I'm not. Just you always dance, dude. You are a Cupid shuffle. You know you do the MC. You got your MC Hammer pants on, nigga? God damn. All right, so now.
Them ad homs sound nice. Did I get to the quote?
No, I'll give you all type of ad homs. I always bitch you, nigga. You already know that. Stop playing.
Bro, you ain't never met me in real life or even think about doing that shit. You know I survive it.
I always bitch you. I always bitch you, bro. Like, just chill out.
Now you always show your homoerotic nature.
Yeah, you a bitch. Come on, bro. You always get bitch. So, hold on. Let me get one of my quotes from here. I'm going to get it out of here directly from what Marcus Garvey said about the Klan.
Okay. Let's find us that source, nigga.
Oh, shit. He's going to talk about the Klan.
Hold on, G. Let me get the exact reference. So I'm not just going through the damn page. So,
hey, he is showing the source in real time. Actually, what it is in real time. Thank you, Joshua.
Yeah. Thanks, Joshua, for showing your sources.
So that one was from J.B. Bass. Hold on. Let me see. Symposium, Du Bois, Garvey regarded the Klan as better friends. That's from the UCLA article. Right here, page 221. This is Garvey's words. 221. Right here. This is from Garvey's. Let me show you the publication it came from. This is from Marcus Garvey tells us the interview with the Ku Klux Klan abridged Negro World, 18 July 1922. So here's the publication. Anybody can look this up. Matter of fact, I think you can go to marcusgarvey.com and get all of his goddamn recordings, his papers and release and publications. So I put this in the quote and in the in the presentation, right here, it says the Ku Klux Klan is not an ordinary social club organized around the corner. The Ku Klux Klan is an invisible government of the United States of America. The Ku Klux Klan expresses to a great extent the feeling of every real white American. The attitude of Ku Klux Klan is that America shall be a white man's country at all hazards, at all costs. The attitude, this is what I put in my presentation, the attitude of the Universal Negro Improvement Association is in a way similar to the Ku Klux Klan. That's what I put. You claim that was AI generated. It's right there.
Thanks for cutting yourself. Now point out the lie.
What lie is it?
What's the lie? What lie is it? You point out the lie. A black nationalist organization would have similarities to a white.
That's what I'm saying. They make it. Hold on.
I'll let
You
you
made
know.
the accusation.
I'll let you
You made the accusation. Ruben made the accusation that it didn't exist in the book. He said it didn't exist. I made it up. It's AI generated. But when I showed you
most of your presentation was AI generated.
One mic, man. One mic, bro. Come on, man. One mic, man.
Niggas ain't gonna lie on me, bro.
Yes,
You not gonna lie on me.
This is a real quote.
You don't.
That is true. What prop?
No, hold on. I want you to tell the panel that you was wrong.
That is true.
Stop.
It is a true quote.
Ruben.
It is, brother.
Ruben, I don't care about your red herring right now. I do not care about your red herring. You said it didn't exist. No, stop.
Can you mute out?
No, I'm not using out to admit that you were wrong. I'm not going to do that talking about that you were wrong.
Come on, man. One mic, bro. One mic, man. Ain't nobody heard neither one of y'all, bro. Ain't nobody heard, bro. Listen to me. Listen, bro. Ain't nobody, bro. Listen to me. Ain't nobody heard neither one of y'all, bro.
Hey, somebody read the screen. Somebody read the screen, Kevin. Somebody read the screen, Kevin. Hey, somebody read the screen, Kevin.
Bro, come on, man. One mic, bro.
Hey, somebody read the screen, Kevin.
Hey, let King get his point out, because maybe y'all both arguing two different things.
Right. Come on, man.
Don't lie.
The quote he's showing is him pointing out similarities between his black nationalist organization and a white nationalist organization. Both of them believe in separation. They would have similarities. The Black Panthers also have similarities with the KKK, brother. So when you point this out, what problem do you have with a black nationalist organization acquiring their own land, which is in agreement with the KKK and the white man having their own land, brother? What problem do you have with separation from your oppressor?
That's not what you asked.
Thank you. The man got on here. Nope, don't say nothing, Ruben. I let you talk. I let you talk.
Quotes about them being friends. It's like,
that's why I don't deal with pseudos.
I came over here and pointed out exactly what I
don't
just
deal with
said.
pseudos. They do this shit. He got on here and made the accusation saying that my presentation was inundated with AI generated bullshit. That was his words. Then I showed him a direct quote in my presentation from the book, from the source, from the publication, and from the message in 1922. I showed him directly where it came from, and he didn't concede and say, you know what, I was wrong. You did not use AI generated bullshit. And then after he get caught on that, no, I want Marcus Garvey words. I give you Marcus Garvey words from the Negro World, right? From that publication, showing you his word, his testimony, saying that there's a semblance between the KKK and the UNIA. You said it wouldn't exist. It was AI generated. I was lying. And you have yet to admit that you. That is what you said, man. That's what you said. You are full of shit.
Brother, we discussed this in the back chat 2 days ago. You know I don't disagree with him making that statement. I acknowledged him making that statement to you in the back chat 2 days ago. So why would you go to something that we agree on? Make that make sense.
Hey King, you gotta make your point. We don't know your point.
Yeah, we don't know your point, bro.
His point was that I mean AI generated bullshit. It's on camera. That's what he said.
He accused Marcus Garvey of calling the KKK his friends. I want to see that specific quote from Marcus Garvey.
Listen,
That's what I need
There we
to
go.
see.
Okay, there we
I
go.
don't
Hold on,
need
wait,
you
wait,
to
wait.
show
Okay, here we
me.
go.
I don't
Lucifer,
need you
you
to
doing
show
this?
me what
Hold
you
on now.
know we already
Hold on.
agree
I'm done.
on.
Wait.
I'm done
Hold on,
because this. No, I'm done. No.
Everybody wait.
I'm not answering anything else until he concedes to the 3 points I just made. He came on here and told y'all he used AI generated sources. He didn't have real sources. I showed you the book and source where I got the quotes from. He still didn't concede. He said Marcus Garvey's words were not in there. I showed him Marcus Garvey words. I gave you the publication, the year when it was published, and this man still ain't conceded. I'm done answering questions from this clown. I'm done.
Hey, it's over with. This is Lucifer show. Hey, this is Lucifer show, Ruben. Ruben, you can get a show one day.
Craig, make it make
You
sense.
can get the sources slide. Hold on. You can make. Hold on, Ruben.
I'm gonna land my plan right
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
Why would he
1 minute.
source
1 minute.
that he knows we already agree on? He knows. I stated that to him 2 days ago in the back chat. Yes, they have similarities. Yes, he made the quote that they have similarities. Those similarities are real. So when you had more than that in your presentation that you accuse Marcus Garvey of saying. So why would you source what you know we already agree on that he said? That we both understand that's documented that he said.
Okay, Ruben. Thank you very much, brother. You gonna get it? You want to do a sources slide? You want to do a sources slide presentation? We got one next week already scheduled. Do you want to do one the following week on this?
You could push me 3 weeks ago because him and Laurel in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And that'll give me time to finalize our Naga business that we got going on. We also gonna come back and announce that.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. Yeah, we good with that. So we got Joshua. Let me ask you a question.
What's happening?
Joshua.
What's happening?
Hey, somebody beat their bike.
Yeah,
somebody driving with their windshield wipers.
We got Bobby Bang in the building.
Man, I'm trying to figure this shit out, man. Y'all got to
Shout out to Bobby Banger. Shout out to the God Killer.
Mute
Hey,
this
big
mic.
Let me ask Joshua a question first.
Click the microphone. Click the microphone button.
Somebody go on mute. Everybody go on mute. Go ahead, Craig.
Joshua, you have West coming up to the panel. Are you willing to talk to him, brother? Or
Yeah, I just want to make this known that I want the head educator of the UNIA to be on this panel. Roger Craig. That's what I really want to be on the panel.
You got issues,
Who paid African Davis? Who paid African Davis to tell?
No. Greg
I think paying African Davis ahead. President of UNIA.
The head educator. Go ahead, man.
Talk about Greg.
Yeah, I think Payne Davis was. Hey, but anyway, yeah. That's here and there.
What's up, You've been listening to the program. Do you have any questions or statements or observations you want to make?
I'm hearing a whole lot of bashing the AI these days, yo. I don't understand it, yo. I'm like confused. Like it's like when niggas was talking about don't Google. What the fuck is you talking about? It's a tool. You gotta know how to use it. I don't understand what's going on with that. Like that's part of what we're doing. It's part of our education. It's part of what you use.
Right.
I remember early in the game they said don't use Wikipedia, and then when you put it up to encyclopedia, they was right there. For Canada, they was right there. And universities, of course, you can't use Wikipedia. But we ain't fucking university. We're having general conversations about general subject matter, yo. So yeah, I don't know about that. You can't use AI. You just can't be lazy with it. It's a tool to help you get to where you need to go.
And I gotta kind of agree with Unc. I'm not as old as Unc is, but I can remember before cell phones and before the internet and all that stuff. We all agree that a lot of this stuff help improve everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really hate on the next person it's some people try to use AI and technology as an advantage because you didn't read that book or you didn't really quote that source right. Now they wrong for that. But for the AI and the internet and Google that get stuff right, because you didn't read it, you have to do your research on that stuff. So it is a fight against it, but you can't just throw AI and Google out the window, man. This stuff is very informative, if I do say so myself.
So how many of y'all's reading like a whole book? It's a lot of books like vaccine books. You reading chapters. Even when you go to college, you ain't reading the whole damn book. Maybe.
Come on, bro. You got Christians who ain't read the whole Bible.
At least read
Excuse me, but you should read in the book where it's telling you that is.
Right.
So if somebody's telling you that this is in the book, you should be able to find that in that book.
That's the
crap,
right? Because AI does generate things for you too. If it's some AIs, if you're asking for certain things and it sees the pattern, it will just start trying to generate things for you for the pattern, and it's not necessarily giving you the truth.
Oh,
so
y'all
you have to go look that up.
Y'all got the cheap shit. Y'all got the scientific literate shit.
I think that a lot of people understand what proofreading is. I think a lot of people understand what proofreading is, right? But everybody is not educated enough to just proofread something and then be able to get the whole context of what you're reading. A lot of people try to skip the process and then they end up wrong, and then that's where you can call them out at.
What kind of?
You know what I
but,
learned?
I mean, we did a show on this. You ask AI for sources. Somebody did it in the back chat. They asked AI, gave them sources, real books, real author names, right? The information was wrong. It was saying it had stuff in it that was.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you had to kind of
Hey,
look for the book.
You know better for us.
No, that
I
happened
would
in the
like to
back
say
chat.
something.
Go ahead, Aunt.
I would like to say I don't particularly use AI for books. I got another tool I use. It go right to the fucking page, right there. What's on it? You can read it yourself. So I'm always wanting to stay at the the cutting edge, right? The cutting edge, and what we're doing. What I will say about a lot of the presentations that I'm seeing lately, it's called death by PowerPoint.
We can't hear you,
And no, I'm not a goddamn professor. I'm none of that shit. But I'm afforded the opportunity to teach the college level kids. And whenever I'm doing that, right, you got to know your material. You have by PowerPoint. So any subject you got should take you no more than 5-6 slides. Can't be super word, no words like that. Bullet points. You should know that material. So a lot of times, as I'm watching y'all presentation, y'all fucking read them shit to death, yo. Nobody can actually see those words and read those words. I'm
You clicking the link is we definitely got some growth going on. I think you and Lucifer, y'all might end on a good page by the end of this live. So we got some growth about to happen.
Nah. I ain't even talking to that nigga. I'm not talking to that nigga. That nigga know he disrespectful, yo. We could never get on. We could never exist in the same space like that. Disrespectful.
And we
Yo.
are
I don't take
respectful.
disrespect.
We do. Nah, and honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I've been around since 2012. It is a lot of platforms that let people get disrespectful, and just as men and women, like real talk, grown men and women, man, we can have the conversation. I don't think that nobody comes on this channel not to have the conversation, but we don't have to get disrespectful, man. Like even if you disagree, I mean, I'm talking to everybody. You can 100% disagree. But come on, man, we ain't gotta cuss niggas out, call niggas BAs and homo, whatever y'all call niggas. Let's just deal with the info, bro.
Hold on. We can't fix every relationship over here at Paradise Ship, nobody. So,
You can't fix that. You can't fix that, yo. I'm a stand-up guy, yo.
But they don't gotta bring that here though. That's all I'm saying. We don't want to. I mean,
nobody was bringing it here.
I'm supporting y'all. I'm supporting y'all. I'm not having conversations with that nigga, yo.
No, I ain't talking about. No. This is not directed towards you at all. No, this is not towards you. This just how you just said. You said that the reason why you didn't want to have the conversation with the brother is because the brother is disrespectful. Y'all probably have had that interaction on another platform, but on this platform, and if Lucifer respect us and Craig and DMG and me and everybody else, y'all could have those conversations over here that y'all couldn't
No,
have.
no. I'm a man first, right?
Okay. Right.
I'm a street nigga second, and
Right.
I'm a scholar third, and it's in that order. That's how I was raised up.
Hey, what
Waddle with bums and dine with kings, yo. And I'm saying is some shit you say out your mouth.
You can't take that back. Yeah.
Okay, but this his show though. So what you come up here? I mean, if you wasn't gonna talk to him.
I didn't know it. I came on here to support. I came on here to support.
I know I didn't get down on you. It's just that if
We
this his
dogs
show,
you show. I came to say
he did his thing, right? And this was about his stuff. Y'all only about to sit here talking about him like he's not sitting here.
So
that's what we're not gonna do. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, we're gonna
It's only one
We're
person.
gonna put y'all to Lucifer.
Yeah,
we're gonna push y'all to Lucifer.
man. God dang.
Okay, hold on.
We're gonna push y'all.
I think we went on the earth for 2 hours, right? Lucifer saying that he wants to smoke, but he wants to smoke based off of what he displayed tonight. Everything that went on in the past, he ain't tripping on that. So far, he want any kind of smoke from what he displayed tonight. Who got that smoke for Lucifer? Well, come on, where y'all at?
Did you hear the presentation?
I'm dropped off. He got the drill. He got the drill.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
You're welcome here every day, bro. So, did you see the presentation?
Stop through, no matter who you got on that, man. I'm stop through and support y'all. Y'all ain't gonna let nobody stop me from going where I want to go.
And we love you for that. And we watch your channel too. But if you did see the presentation that Lucifer gave tonight, do you have any statements or questions that you would want to ask based off his presentation tonight? Not y'all past history.
I don't pay attention to nothing he do. I don't trust him.
I can't lie. I feel you, big bro. Okay. Anybody else outside of
Yeah. Anybody outside of
I mean, he got a debate out of it, right? Y'all got the debate.
Yeah, he got a debate.
Him and Laurel.
You're right. He did. Okay. So Lucifer, you got a debate coming up. Based off of what you told Craig. 3 weeks. I mean, based off of what he told Craig. 3 weeks from now, after
You got it. Hold up, nobody. He got a face. He got a face
2
off.
weeks.
He
got a face off next week.
The title gotta be solidified. Cause we don't do that.
Okay.
Pick a title quick.
Damn. Hey, my bad, nobody.
Absolutely, I like that.
Hey,
What's
my
up,
bad,
Wavy?
nobody. You and Craig talking at the same time. My bad, nobody.
Yeah, no, I ain't saying nigga, bro. Hey, super wave. I'm a 6'5" top. Craig, how tall are you, nigga?
What is you doing?
5'5".
He think with the same people, bro.
What is
No,
you falling for the trolling of Super Wavy, bro. Come on, bro.
Me and Craig may sound the same because we stay like 10 minutes from each other. So we from the same city, same block, same hood, same.
Y'all don't sound the same.
Yeah, we stay in the same
Y'all don't
city.
sound the same.
Bro. Now, when I hear your voice, when I hear niggas from New York voice and Chicago voice and all that, y'all niggas sound the same to me too. But I don't mistake y'all.
You think you from New York? You think you from New York and Chicago?
Bro, Wavy from Houston, bro.
I know. No. I didn't say where he from. I said when I listen to other niggas from. I know where Wavy from. I'm saying when I listen to niggas from other states, I think about them. Okay, he must be from that area, but I don't mistake him for him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so me and Craig are the same, bro. Overall, man, classic ain't the same. That's my point. Nah, man.
100.
Go ahead, Wavy.
Nah, man. Hey, man. I think Uncle Bobby came up here. He was peeping in the bushes. I guess he was waiting on somebody to say something crazy. But yeah, this is Lucifer show. He probably just ain't know that.
That's one of his enemies, bro. That's one of his enemies. So anytime he's seen Lucifer name, not just on our show. If Lucifer was on your channel, nigga, he would have tuned in too. He just said it. He just said that.
I think he ain't know what was going on, y'all. I think he ain't know what was going on.
He saw the dude name in the title. He knew who he was, and he got him over. That's all it was. Same stuff I would have did.
hey, Lucifer, we gonna squash that beef with you and Unc, Lucifer.
Over here. Yeah. Now y'all do
Bro,
it
I
other
was
times.
never chill, nobody. Chill.
I'm agreeing with Super Wavy, bro.
Now you ain't got to agree so smooth though. You ain't got to agree so smooth.
Keep it where it's at. Nigga. Keep it where it's at.
I'm listening. My bad. I'm listening.
I like when niggas hate me, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah, I'll update you. Hey, nobody, I'll update you, man. It's a little deeper. But I'll update you.
I got you.
Hey, but yeah, you presented that wrong. It's not gonna be a debate. It's gonna be an ass whooping. I'm gonna beat Laurel ass, like I beat Ruben's ass, like I beat Yaratazaka's ass, and everybody else's ass. 16-0 for a reason, nigga. 17-0 loaded.
Talk your shit, nigga. Pop your collar, nigga. That's why y'all brought you. That's why you over here. That's why you over here, right here.
Hey, Lucifer, I gotta ask you a question though, right? Now, here's the thing, right? Why is it that individuals are afraid to defend Garvey, man? You said a lot that would make any Garveyite just cringe. But why don't they want to defend their Messiah, bro? What was going on?
It's indefensible. That's why Ruben had to come on here with the mendacity, which mendacity just means a liar, right? With the lies saying that it's AI generated. And when I showed it, he kept moving the goalpost and buck dancing. I showed everything he asked, but he had to try to find flaw in it because he can't defend it. He know he can't defend that shit, man. Like I said,
I got a better question for you, Lucifer. I got one for you, and this kind of off topic. I'm a Christian brother, right? And I know that you call yourself Lucifer. Do you believe in the Bible in some way, shape, or form in order to give yourself that name?
It's gang literature. It was used by a gang known as Christians to kill and dominate and subjugate a bunch of motherfuckers.
My gang? I'm a Christian, so you're talking about my gang.
Your gang, nigga, was used. They used that literature to kill, subjugate, and dominate the whole planet. That's why Christianity is the #1 religion on the earth today. Because they went through.
But I'm saying, why? So you call yourself Lucifer to pretty much antagonize people like me?
No, I call myself Lucifer because the name means the light bearer. I call myself Satan because that means adversary. I'm adversarial to every motherfucker that's an Afrocentric or a Black Hebrew Israelite.
Okay, I appreciate that, bro. I ain't got no pushback. I just want to know why. Okay, so you giving pushback to niggas like us, Black Hebrew Christians, Black Hebrew Israelites, Bible believers. You giving that pushback to people like us who have, killed, destroyed, tore up stuff.
No. I support all the domination and subjugation, fucking niggas, bitches. I fuck with all that shit, nigga. What you talking about?
I'm saying, okay. So where am I messing up at? So where am I messing up at? I know. I'm saying so. In me trying to understand why you call yourself Lucifer, obviously what I explained recently is not the case. Can you, based off what I asked, can you give me your understanding of what I asked to you so that I can just, have the clarification for myself?
It didn't have anything to do with a belief in the Bible. And I told you, I don't necessarily believe in the divinity of the Bible, but I respect the Bible as being used as gang literature. Gang literature, bro.
But the name Lucifer comes from the Bible, though, right?
I respect that. It comes from the Latin.
So where did you get it from? I'm saying, where did you get it from?
From the biblical usage. From the biblical use. My background is in the Bible. My background is in it. But I don't believe in the divinity of the Bible. I don't believe that all those stories were divinely inspired.
Well, I know that. I was just trying to see, okay. So you call yourself Lucifer because just like me and probably everybody else on this platform, we was raised in, Christian households, Bible households. So the person who was the enemy to those type of ideologies, not that you believe in the Bible, but you give yourself that name because you know that people can reflect, people know that name and they can reflect on who you are if they just heard your name, because most of us are Christians and stuff like that. So that's why you took the name, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That's all I want. Okay. Got you, bro. Next. Who next, man?
It's it's crazy when you open the panel and nobody was really asking me questions about what was presented. It's crazy.
Thank you. That's why I kept saying, anybody got any pushback on what he presented?
Hold on,
right quick, right quick.
Go ahead,
I got you. Hey, Lucifer. You know, this is the thing right here, though, brother. When you trying to catch a fish, man, you got to be patient. You feel me?
Got to.
When you start fishing, you can't just motherfucking like, goddamn, I got the bait and everything. What the fuck going on? You know, when you go down to the Trinity River, Joshua, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The fish ain't gonna bite automatically.
You know what the Trinity River, you know what the Trinity River known for?
Yeah,
you know what
the doo-doo. That must stink, bro.
But guess what, though?
Hey, Lorel gonna be in the Trinity River.
That's what I was about to say. They got them bodies.
Trinity River, nigga.
Hey, let's be quiet about that. Stop.
Hold on, wait, one question. Hold on, wait. One question. Who all from Texas on this panel, man? I know Super White. Who is that?
Hold on.
Lucifer.
Where you at in Texas?
I'm in H-Town right now.
Okay, so you're in Houston. Okay, I'm in Dallas.
So he a Dallas nigga. He a Dallas nigga though.
Oh, okay, but you from Dallas though, Lucifer?
Yeah.
Where?
I was born in Oak Cliff.
Where in Oak Cliff?
Oak Cliff, another Oak Cliff nigga. I'm tired of you niggas.
Oak Cliff.
Yeah, too many of them. Too many of them.
In general, my family moved from there.
Clifton Polk, Overton, but where in Oak Cliff?
The Glendale area.
Glendale. Okay, that's where I met my wife at. Okay, so you a real Cliff nigga. Okay. Craig a real Cliff nigga. Super Wavy, where you at in Texas?
I'm in H-Town. I'm from Beaumont. I've been staying in Houston since I was like 7 years old. North Side, 1960-45.
He became himself on the same place.
You ain't never stayed in Dallas, but have you been to Dallas?
Yeah, I've been to Dallas. Skillman and Ardelia on the North Side.
Oh yeah. That's all I know. Okay, now me, I'm a nobody, bro. But since y'all niggas are from Texas, just for my reputation, y'all can look me up, bro. I got videos. I got TV shows. I'm a nobody. Don't get me wrong. I ain't
man,
no
you ain't nobody, man. You said you was 6'6".
I'm 6'5".
6'7" and wingspan, 6'9" wingspan, nigga.
I want to meet all y'all niggas, bro. If we can somehow set up a date, whenever. I ain't think I'll be tomorrow.
You want to meet up
with all y'all niggas, bro? Let's
meet up at Sweet Georgia Brown.
Sweet Georgia Brown, nigga, that's 5 minutes from me, so we can do that. I'm trying
to get a smothered turkey wing, man.
Hey, man, bro, I got some. Now, if you want food, I got some better places. I ain't trying to have no bromance right now, but y'all, my niggas, all I was trying to say is,
thank you, no daddy, thank you.
It's on you, Ratchet. Go ahead.
Come on, go ahead. No, man, I want to send a shout out to this Texas heavy panel. Goddamn. King Steph and Super Wavy for the same person, Beaumont. And you know what I'm saying? It's kind of connected a little bit. Everybody connected. All right. But Lucifer.
Niggas, man. That's all I'm saying. We real niggas, bro.
That's up for debate. That's up for debate. That's up for debate.
Ain't up for debate. It ain't up for debate right now.
That's a debate. Very much up for debate. Not with you, nobody.
Where you from, honey?
I got a question for Lucy.
Honey, where you from?
Who, me? From Cleveland.
Yeah.
I got a question for Lucifer.
Where?
She from Cleveland,
he
Texas.
Said that they
Cleveland. Okay.
He said that I'm from Cleveland,
Texas.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Y'all said Cleveland. No,
she's not the Cleveland, the only Cleveland in the United States.
Do I sound like a slow nigga?
The only Cleveland in the United States. Come on,
Ohio.
Oh, wait a minute.
That got Sanders. That's who I'm from.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
Yeah, she's from the same place Duda Naz is from, Cleveland.
Honey,
yeah,
how did you hear about Paradigm Shift?
Cause DMG, I don't know really. I think from Naga, and then of course the Craigs came over here.
Okay. Go ahead. She had a question for somebody. Ask your question, sis.
I had a question for Lucifer. Because he said nobody asked him about his presentation. So I want to know something that was in his presentation. You said that he was using the KKK as like henchmen or something, right?
Why nobody bring that up? Why nobody? The nigga cut some. They sent a hand
Because they said they cut hands. Yeah.
They cut a hand off and mailed it to the nigga and said, hey, you better support Marcus Garvey or, you know, that's your ass. Nobody said shit. They did it twice. The KKK did that on Marcus Garvey's behalf because niggas was writing in those papers exposing Marcus Garvey. And they were trying to stop that shit. The KKK did that for Marcus Garvey. And none of these niggas got on.
Would that be a good chess move, though? Would that be a good chess move, or do you think it's a coon move?
It's a what move?
Like, is it a good chess move, or do you think it's a coon move? Right? Because you know the KKK do get away with whatever you want to, and if you got them on your side, you might be able to, you know, push some other agenda.
Yeah, he pushed the agenda. He pushed the agenda. All right, he was threatening other black. That was his agenda, threatening other black people. That was getting in the way of him amassing wealth and political power and dominance. That was his agenda.
But you just said that you get down with that stuff. That's Christian, right?
I have before.
Christian, but I don't get down. I don't get down with that racial shit at all. You already know that.
If you look at some of what a lot of his contemporaries have said, the KKK got more out of Garvey than Garvey got out of the KKK.
This is the question, bro. This is the question, bro.
Just wanted to be real.
Your issue with Garvey. I'm not saying this is your own issue. One of your major issues is this: because the things that he did to other black people, and he promoted black power, then you can't see him really fighting for black power because of what he did to other black people. Me and you have maybe similar to the same story, to where most of my enemies, if not 99.9% of my enemies, are other black people, bro. So if Marcus Garvey decided to push back against other black people that wasn't for his movement, or, you know, wasn't down for what he, you know, was pushing for, how can you then turn and say that he was against our black people if that was the case?
He was, because they didn't start turning on him until they found out about his secret meeting with Edward Clark, the goddamn grand wizard of the KKK. Now, you can't sit down and eat with motherfuckers that's killing innocent black people, hanging them and burning crosses on their damn lawn. You don't sit down and eat with them. So the boy and all them were right for coming at his ass. Hell
okay,
no.
So let me ask you this. If Lucifer is the person that speak for our black people in America, right? And you are the nigga who can go sit down with the leaders of white men that speak for our white men, or African or Chinese. If you are that person who
We did not speak, the KKK did not speak for all white people, brother.
No, listen, I'm giving us Craig, I'm giving a scenario.
Yeah, they ain't speak for all white people. Come on, cheese.
I know. No, they only speak. Right, you're right. They only speak.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey didn't speak for all black people, bro.
That's why I said the Crips and all black people or some shit.
Craig, you're right. Wait. Craig is right. I'm not saying they speak for all white people. I'm saying like the KKK, whoever that leader is, speak for this sector of white people. So if Lucifer was the person that speak for us as black people in this scenario, wouldn't it be right for him to have the power to go sit down with this leader of this sector too?
No.
I mean, why would that be? Okay.
They actually smoking your niggas. They're actually smoking niggas. And you're going to sit your dumb ass over there with them. Ain't no sitting down with them. Christians, back to the Christian reference, would have killed that nigga. They would have killed Sir Edward Clark. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm going to ask you. No, right. That's what I'm going to ask you, bro. I'm going to say, so would it be better for the Lucifer, the leader of the black people on this sector, to go speak with the leader of the KKK on this sector and try to resolve it in words? Or is it better, like you said, like Christians, we would have just got the guns and shot this nigga head off? Which situation would have been right? That's what I'm asking.
Hey, hold on.
Come on, man. We strong, Craig. He feel me.
No, hold on, man. I just say Garvey, because I'm not turning this to a Christian thing right now.
No, it's not. Lucifer, am I giving you a bad analogy, bro? Or
no. I brought the Christian shit back for a reason.
I know, right.
I'm trying to ask my question. But
go ahead, Craig.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man. All right, Garvey be a part of the UNIA, right? And there was a black separatist group, right?
He started it.
Yeah, it's a black separate group. But do you think about this? Is two questions. Do you think he was really gonna go back to fucking? Cause he never made it to Africa.
No,
Do you think
Right.
he was
Never
really
went.
doing it, or he was trying to scare people out their money,
he
bro?
was scamming them. He was scamming. That was the critique
He never
against
went.
him. They was just taking money from black people and selling them the dream of repatriation. It was an impossible dream. You can't take all Negroes and ship them off to Africa.
That's true.
That's
That's
pie
true.
in the
That's
sky
true.
shit.
That's true.
So he taking donations and shit, knowing goddamn well he didn't have the means to do some shit like that.
That's true.
Okay. So he was selling them a dream, right?
A dream.
You agree? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you
A
had the
dream.
KKK. This is your presentation. You had the
Craig,
KKK.
Craig,
You said,
he was
hold
like
on,
Jabari.
you gonna kill my thought.
No, he was
You gonna
like
kill my
Jabari.
thought. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you killing my thought. The KKK, you know what I'm saying, as an organization, they consider this state country and shit, and Marcus Garvey agreed with it, right? So he wanted to sell this fake dream. He was really down for them in my mind, in a sleek way,
Man, that's
because
false.
he's not
That's
going
false.
back to Africa.
That's false, bro. That's false, bro.
No,
That's
no,
false.
this is what I'm saying.
That's false, bro.
He was down with the motherfuckers. I
Nah,
provided
that's
an
false,
ample
man.
amount of. No, he was down with them. He said they are better friends. That's what he called them.
Now, okay, no, I'm not against. Now, Lucifer, I ain't been against
That's
you all
his.
night.
That's his. They talking about his mouth. Marcus Garvey.
Lucifer, I ain't been against you all night. Now, I do disagree with your stance on Marcus Garvey, but I understand how you could have came to them conclusions, right? I'm a Christian. And I've debated a lot of Pan-Africanism, Pan-Africanists that believe in Pan-Africanism. That's what I'm trying to say. So I totally get where you're coming from, and you've made a better presentation than I've heard them make. So for that to be true, I agree with you on a lot of the stuff you said because of other people that are not Christians that believe in Pan-Africanism.
But the Pan-Africanists would not agree with nothing that Lucifer said.
No, I disagree. I think some Pan people would agree with what Lucifer said tonight, bro.
Apollo Bay, I'm sorry, y'all. Put Apollo Bay coming back on so I can address this goofy real quick.
Which one?
The one he said, y'all let this clown. Apollo Bay, why you didn't bring your ass up here then? Why you ain't address me?
He didn't. Apollo Bay, you didn't come up here, bro. You didn't get up here, man. Come on, bro. Don't run, bro. Don't just comment in the comment section. Hit the show. Let me drop the link.
Hey, we want Apollo Bay to be. We want Apollo Bay to be one of our versus series debater. So Apollo Bay, come up here, and maybe you can get a feature matchup partner with Joshua, which I can gonna get a quick look. Yeah,
they got the link.
A quick look.
Come on, Apollo.
Quick
He said, Apollo said that he don't talk to clowns.
You don't talk to clowns, but you in the comments talking to me. You talking indirectly to me, but you don't talk to clowns. Come on. I'm gonna tell you why he mad. He mad because I went on the lines then and went plumb stupid on his ass about the Moors getting their ass whooped by the Christians. The Christians was a bigger gang, they had bigger influence, and they won the war, nigga.
Now,
they
we
won
do
the war.
want the drama. No, don't get me wrong. We do want the drama from other platforms, but we don't care, nigga. Nigga, you over here on Paradigm Shift, come in on Lucifer presentation. Hit the link, bro. Don't run, man. Come address.
Hey, don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. No, Daddy. We threw the link out there. We threw the link out there. We're not gonna advertise.
I don't know if you know about now, bro. Hold up, Craig. I don't know if you know about that. Everybody knows me, including Apollo Bay, Rondo, bro. I'm on everybody's platform. I support everybody, bro. Now I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying. I'm never speaking out of term to these niggas. What I'm trying to tell you, bro. All these niggas know me, bro.
No, this is what I'm saying. We gonna get Apollo Bay the chance to come up here. If he say if he's not gonna come up here, we're not gonna agitate him in the audience because we try to keep our audience.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
that's all I'm saying.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna.
He said he talking to people on the panel, but you addressing me. When you say clown, that's an insult towards Yahshua. So you talking about me, but you don't want to confront me.
That's right. Hit the panel, Apollo. Right.
Where I'm from, we call that pussy. That's what we call it.
Now I ain't gonna say that word. Hold up. I ain't gonna say that. Hold up. Wait. I ain't gonna say that word. Now, And Lucifer, as you come, as you come more on the platform, bro, we'll deal with that at that time. But right now, though, I ain't gonna say that word, but whatever is under that word, Apollo, it is kind of disrespectful to say stuff in the chat when you can hit the link, bro. That's
Bruh, we're not gonna agitate. You the moderator. We're not gonna agitate
I'm trying to get
the audience,
Apollo.
bro.
I'm trying to get you on here,
Like,
Apollo. That's all I'm
come
doing.
on, bro.
Come on, Apollo. Hit the
Moderate,
link.
bro. Moderate, bro.
I'm
Apollo, you
moderating.
welcome over here. You can
I'm
do
telling my
something
brother.
now, or you can do something later, bro. You can do something now, you can do something later. You welcome, Apollo Bay.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I no hate. Apollo know this from me. I no hate. I'm just stirring it up. A Lucifer here right now. Different platform. Apollo, hit the platform, man. Talk to your brother, and you know we're gonna keep it fire over here. You got me. You got Ratchet Craig. You got Classic Craig. We're gonna keep it fire, bro. Come on, hit the panel.
Look. He a barbarian. I'm a barbarian. He know he gonna be able to say his piece or whatever he gotta say to me. I'm gonna be quiet, nigga.
And he just said Lucifer just gave you the thumbs up, nigga. He just confirmed what I just said. Lucifer, I already know you like that, big bro. I already know it, bro. I know.
Hey,
I know. I wouldn't say it if you wouldn't.
Hey, hold on, nobody. We're not gonna agitate the audience like that.
We're not talking about the audience. No,
I ain't giving Apollo Bay right now. You don't have to do nothing right now, Apollo Bay. You can come up here and do a source and slide presentation.
You ain't got to. You ain't got to. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That,
if you don't want no shit show, he don't want a shit show. He care about this. He don't want a shit show. So you got the opportunity. Come over here, Apollo Bay. The invitation is out.
Now, to appease my brother Ratchet Craig, which he is right. Apollo, all that stuff I said, you ain't got to hit the panel at all, bro. You may know that you got opportunity to do a show tomorrow, the next day, the day after, to address everything that you just heard tonight that Lucifer said. And you will not be deemed as no more unworthy than if you hit the panel tonight, bro. So yeah, Craig right, bro. So yeah, I ain't saying that, Craig. I ain't saying that. I'm just trying to get my brother on here tonight. But if he want to do it some other time, then fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know Apollo Bay. That nigga talk, bro. See, look, thumbs up right here. That nigga talk his shit.
Hey, Classic, where you at, Classic? Where you at, Classic?
Where you at, Classic?
Let me say this real quick. Peace to the family.
Wait, I ain't know you was still on here. My fault. Go ahead, boy.
I'm about to get up out of here. Peace to the family. Hey, it was a good show. Like, share, and subscribe. Both for the Craigs and my boy, Nobody Cares. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get real acquainted. But yeah,
Let's do it, bro.
Hey, Lucifer. One thing, Yashu, one thing that gotta be said, brother, is everybody want to do a show until it's time to do a show. So I appreciate your bravery. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you 10 toes down on what you standing on. You know what I'm saying? That always got to be accepted.
Hey, you know, Wavy, you and me, we gotta do some shows too, Wavy. I got some stuff in the kitchen, man. So we got some work to do, brother.
All right, big dog. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
All right, super Wavy, bro.
But hold on, but this is what I want to say though. I do wish that most Pan-Africans would get up and defend Garvey. They can talk about everything else, but they can't get. They just can't take their own medicine. You know.
Right.
That's really the problem. You know. I mean, because Garvey, in a lot of ways, he was more of a zealot more than anyone. He was a raving Catholic. You know. So. And plus, he just like the Catholics during that time, he hated the Jews. He blamed them for everything, even though they did nothing to him. So my thing is this, man, Joshua, we gonna get you somebody that's brave enough to stand up and take up the red, black, and green and defend Garvey. We gonna get there, brother. I mean, there's some people I know that would take that torch that's brave enough. But for the people that ain't, I don't want to hear no more talking.
No more
whatsoever.
I want to ask you, okay, Joshua, are you the same brother? If you go to Chris Harris' channel, right? and it's like a live or a short where it's a nigga that's got a hat on with. Are you that same Joshua?
A hat on.
Huh?
Yeah, he done videos against me. I done videos against him, but I don't know what you talking about the hat on. Oh, the Jewish.
Yeah, no, he not saying that that's you in the. It's a thumbnail.
I know you
and
talking
this
about.
No. Yeah, so I'm trying to see. Are you that
That's
same
not
person?
me.
I want.
Yeah, but I'm the
That
same
ain't
person.
That's Terry Whitfield.
Say it again, Craig.
That's Terry Whitfield. What's his name?
No,
Yashu.
that's not Lucifer.
Yashu.
Oh, Yasha.
That's
Nah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
but
Okay.
Chris
That's
did
okay.
videos
I
about.
don't know them motherfuckers. I don't know them old crazy ass Hebrew Israelite names,
Right.
man.
Yeah, he is
So,
Hebrew. Okay. Okay. I just heard the name. I just heard the name, and I was trying to see what was you that same person. Okay. 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 Now, okay.
Now,
Now,
he has done videos against me on his channel, and I've done videos against him on my channel.
And believe me, I'm not a Chris Harris fan, so I don't give a fuck. I mean, forgive me for cussing. I don't care what you say about Chris Harris, nigga. We can go in for.
man,
Anyway,
you don't have to see all of that. No, daddy.
Ain't nobody in
Yeah,
the
you doing too much explanation, bro. You don't let Lucifer rock out. You don't let Lucifer rock out, bro. You do too much explanation.
Hold on.
Real quick. I was just trying to see.
Are you Spliff from Firehouse? Are you Spliff from Firehouse Studio?
No, I'm nobody everywhere, bro. I'm the same nigga everywhere. I don't got no different names. I ain't got no different categories. Hold on, what? If you go to my wrestling channel and see me, my wife, my daughter, my sons, I'm that nigga. I don't got no different names. I'm the same nigga everywhere, bro. I ain't hiding nothing.
I used to record in Oak Cliff, Spliff's Fire.
No, I'm
you know what I'm talking about?
In Oak Cliff, no, my name ain't never been Spliff, bro. My rap name is Wyatt, YYA.
YYA.
In Oak Cliff and all that from
Yeah,
YYA.
that's what we gotta know. The rap.
He's trying to figure out. He's trying to figure out who I am. Now he's saying that I sound.
Spliff. You sound like Spliff, bro.
No. I think if we're talking about the same Spliff, I may know who you're talking about, but no, I'm not that nigga. No, I ain't that nigga, bro.
He recorded for Trap Boy Freddy. I think he did for Scruggs and everybody.
Okay, he a generation after me. I'm before that nigga. Trap Boy Freddy.
You sound like him. You sound like him.
I get that. I appreciate. And watch this. I appreciate that. No, I'm probably a generation or maybe.
Yeah, he's the little flip era. He's the little flip era, nigga.
Yeah,
flip era.
But yeah, man.
Wow. So check this out, right? Hey man, we're gonna have to shut it down, man. But I have to say this, man. We got some, nice debates coming up. We got a real hot face-off between Laurel and Lucifer. It's gonna be hot. They're gonna have a debate. It's gonna be epic. And we're gonna be shoot that mug. Yeah, man. It's gonna go hard, man. Not only that, man, the Versus series got a lot cooking, man. We got a lot bringing, the law firm, nobody, BMG. We got a lot. Forward, man. Yeah,
super white.
Nobody. My homie, nobody been drinking. You know what I'm saying? They been drinking like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm out here watching. Let me turn my camera on. I'm watching. I'm playing Madden.
Yeah. I know you've been drinking, but it's all right. Nobody. It's Sunday. I let you drink. But other than that, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. But
that nigga touch on this camera. That nigga crazy. That nigga did a JJ 7,000 on there. He did a JJ 7,000 on there. Fine style though, man. Turn your camera out. Turn your camera out, bro.
I'm playing Madden with my son. Nigga. We up here playing Madden right now, nigga. What is you talking about?
Right now. I bet you get your ass beat in Madden.
Yeah, 83 to 3. 83 to 3, nigga.
We on the same team, nigga. I know against each other.
But nobody cares. We'll be having a face-to-face discussion with the one and only King Self in the garage with a nice bottle of Ciroc.
gave it to you
No,
by the
real
one and
talk,
only
Chris.
Classic
I
Craig.
sound that bad, bro. Damn, I sound drunk. Damn. Okay.
No, I was fucking with you, man. Chill, relax,
I'm just
relax.
asking. I'm asking.
You
Man,
don't
I might
sound
need
you
to
don't
switch my
sound
shit up.
drunk. I know when you drunk, nobody. You
Yeah,
know what
I
I'm
make
saying?
sure I make sure get drunk so I don't sound drunk. Shit.
I know. But yeah, we had Josh Shuve in the building, man. We had it popping, man.
Shout out to
Josh.
Shuve.
It's gonna get wild. But yeah, man, we're gonna shut it down, man. We're gonna do what we need to do. And hey, we're gonna let the great Neo Love take us home. All right.
Yeah. I know I got about 30 seconds to make y'all feel it before y'all turn it off these days. That I might not even release here. But I be doing this shit for me, help me get through. I feel like I give until I can't, but most don't recognize it till I ain't. Blood on them covers, she hoping paint. Sorry mama, but it ain't. This world took a toll on me, and everyone that say they love me always seem to follow me. The same one that call me great, treat me like I ain't shit. I read between the lines, it's written all over your eyes. I see the disappointment in the eyes of the ones who want me dead, but I ain't never been scared, I tried to get there. Sometimes I wonder if I survived or did I die on that ride to that hospital. Demons all around me, I am not mental. This game of life, it is not simple. Last time I was happy, I was popping pills.